Can you hear us?
Everybody's
T-Rone.
good. Everybody sounds good.
Okay, let's continue, y'all. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what
You
the
good, bro?
I stay getting
You
dumped out
good.
of my own shit.
Don't
The
even worry
feds is
about it.
on
Let's
the
go get him
smoke.
up.
They like not him again.
It's bigger than us. It's bigger than us.
They like you brought the smoke back. You brought the present back. You got this shit going again. Oh no.
It crashes on purpose. You see?
Facts. So let's rock and roll, y'all.
Right,
I'm
Katie?
sorry. Where were y'all at? Y'all was talking about Tom Cruise. Let's try to pick back up where you was. Something about Tom Cruise. And if we had that money, why would you be doing something like that? Why would you be like, here, here's $30,000? I heard you two guys were talking, but I was trying to get back in. Kimmy and Roni was saying something. I don't know if you guys lost the thought. Oh, okay. What you
I
got,
was
T?
adding on, and I apologize for interrupting y'all, but plain and simple, ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna spend that type of money on a first date, and you probably ain't gonna give it up thinking you all that. You wouldn't spend that money on me if you didn't think I was all that. So why would I do it to you? The Taco Bell's funny. The halfway house was hilarious. She did just get out, so I gotta give her that. But how you got a Fendi bag and then Taco Bell? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. You better go halfway on that meal and halfway on that purchase. Stop tripping. You got makeup, you got high heel shoes, you got lip tuck and all that. Get the hell out of here with all that nonsense. Now, if you worth it and you're gonna be there, I fully understand, but nobody really knows that on the first date. Third, fourth, fifth date after you got with a couple times, I promise. You could, if I'm spending 50 G's on the first date, it's on. You on the pill, you ain't got no clothes on, you moisturized, you game, you ain't got nobody else. You probably a first timer. We ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm good for life. On the first date, and I've gone hard for women. I'm not going to front. I've done things on the first night nobody's supposed to talk about with women, but I'm just saying. I ain't spending no 30, 40, 50 G's on the first date. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. You right, classic. I ain't one. That's
I don't care
crazy.
how much money y'all got.
That's
I could
crazy.
be. I could
You
have
don't even get $30,000 up front on
Bill
doing a reality
Gates.
TV show, but you want to get on the first date thinking you all that, and
I
you
could have
just
Bill
got
Gates
out.
money. I'm not doing that.
Come on, man. Let's be real.
Whew.
And I've been in a decent situation where I spent a lot of money on women. It wasn't that much money, but it was more than what I would normally spend on myself. Just being real. If you go more than what you spend on yourself, you're doing a lot. So she best be worth it. And I'm sorry. If I take you out of there, I spend more than $100. I'm looking for it.
Wait,
Your
why is it on the
sex just
table?
paid Tony D. Go ahead,
Can I
I'm
Roni.
looking
can I
for it. Get mad at me. Don't blame Southern
can
Next
I
Smoke. Don't
ask?
blame T. Rooney. Don't blame Kitty Cali. Don't blame Haps. If I'm spending more than $100 on the first night, I'm looking for it.
Kevin
But
says
why
'Cause
30 G's is bail money.
but why does this have to be on the table if you spent mad money? Why can't it be
Ma'am,
okay if you spent money, you gonna spend money. Like if you go on 30 grand, you the other person has to go 30 grand. It ain't gotta be sex, right?
But that's the next part of the conversation, Roni. You damn, you beat us to it.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Don't worry. So all right, you know what? Let's stay at that point since
Let's
you're
stay
there
here.
now. All
Okay,
right.
let's
So
stay here
let's
because
leave
I
the
don't
let's
even talk.
leave the 30 grand
out of
number
the equation.
behind after
Yep.
we finish this question. Let's leave the millionaire lifestyle behind and bring it down to regular folk like us. Okay.
Okay.
So let's just call it a regular date, not even the 30 grand, for example.
Are we talking about regular folks as in Generation Xers, or we talking
As in
about
us, us now.
millennials? Millennials
Well,
and
Us and our incomes under $100,000
I'm just
more.
saying, just a regular person, average folks that make the
no, it makes a
average.
difference.
All right.
It
Okay.
makes
Now listen. Okay. Okay. What were you saying, Roni? Go ahead. Tell us the difference. Tell us where you're coming from. Talk to us.
okay. So like the culture now is
Hmm.
flossing. You have to floss on your first date. It don't matter. I'm not saying there has to be a number as far as man, if you don't catch
Tony
that
D, put that damn thing down. Aesthetics says the williest. Let's wait a
so
while. There you go.
now let's talk for younger folks right now on the first date is a culture. The culture is you gotta shine, not floss. Okay, let's put that right. Let's say shine. You gotta shine. Our generation is a little bit different, okay? Because our generation sees things a little differently. We think we think we're out to get each other. So everybody's going to be hesitant on the first date. The older culture, 60s, 70s, late, not even 70s, they grown. So I'll say 40s, 50s, 60s. their culture, men pay for the date.
Mm-hmm.
So it does make a difference generation wise. Now, if we're talking about like this generation, you can't be mad at the city girls. You can be mad at them, but the way that the culture is now, you gotta shine. You can't just
Okay.
come. The dates are rough. So go ahead. Sorry.
You better put
And
some damn Vaseline on if you need to shine like that.
let me just add on to this, okay? Because I
Go
just
ahead.
want to leave the I want to leave the city girl stuff behind, right? And I understand you got to
Yes, sir.
shine, but think about this, okay? Not everybody has that kind of money. So let's bring this down to earth. Let's bring this down to earth. I don't care if you're a millennial, a zennial, a trillial, or a goddamn pennial.
Right,
Okay, people are
right.
not spending $30,000 on a date. Not regular folks. I don't give a
No.
fuck.
Right.
All
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
so let's bring it. Let's just bring it down to earth. And there's nothing against Roni and nothing like that. But I'm just saying, forget that high end shit. That's why I was just saying that's not really. That was just like so we could have a little joke off of that. But
So,
the
but the high
reality
end.
is, regular people that make $100,000 or less are not spending $30,000 on a date. So let's just talk regular
No, but
folks.
okay. So maybe I'm mistaking, misspeaking on what I'm trying to say. This culture now. I'm not talking about the city girls or anything like that.
Regular
And
people, so 30,
I am talking about
teenagers that are going on
regular
dates
people.
and spending
Teenagers.
$30,000 is what you're telling me.
Yes, yes. Like I'm not saying 30,000 because that nobody has a 30 grand. I'm not saying that.
That's what I'm saying. So
I'm
let's
talking
just
about the
be
one.
on earth.
I'm talking about the 150. You see how she did the chart
Yes,
and she
now
said
let's talk the 150.
150
There we
and
go. Now
okay,
that's on
that's
earth.
that's
Okay.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay,
I'm
there we
talking
go.
about spending $100
Hmm.
or more on a date or so.
Okay.
I'm not even
That's
saying
on earth.
150. I'm gonna
Okay.
be cheaper than that. Let's say 75 to $100
A buck
on a
50
first.
good. Hmm.
The culture now is that's what you're supposed to do. That's the culture now.
$150. Yeah, because 64% of the people said $150. So that's
That's
it. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
our
you're right.
generation is different. Generation X is
Hmm.
way different. We can compromise, but at the same time, we so thinking, okay, this dude wants some, or this girl, she wants me to spend money on her. So our brains is like, we fighting each other. But this generation,
Hmm.
if you come in just a regular, it could be cute jeans and a shirt or whatever,
Hmm.
that's not gonna get you in the door. She gonna see you.
What you gotta have on?
You had. I mean, think about it. Look at the culture. Look at the culture. Like the
That's
culture is
just the
about
TV.
having like floss, like designing what you don't have, right? What
Hmm.
you don't have. I'm talking about the one who works at McDonald's and they get 25 grand a year. The culture right now
Big ups
is
to that nigga. Times is hard out this motherfucker.
Calvin. Remember Calvin? Yeah, Calvin.
Yeah, Calvin, he made it to manager. He got property now. For those that don't remember Calvin McDonald's commercial, do your homework. Go ahead, Roni. Hmm.
I'm done.
Hmm.
Go ahead, you guys. Sorry. I'm
But
done.
yeah, so think about it, right? Go ahead, Kimmy. I'm sorry. Go ahead, because you look like you was ready to rock and roll.
She
I
about like
can't
me
hear.
laughing at Classic's comments because Classic over there got me crying. Kimmy, we can't
Okay,
hear
I'm
you, lady.
sorry, because I can't hear you, Kimmy.
Oh
Kimmy,
God. We can hear you, Kimmy Callie.
Kimmy, we can't
All,
hear you.
all I see is dimples.
Yeah, we all I see is dimples. I can't
All I see
even
is
hear you.
dimples and nose hairs.
Ryan said the fry
The
guy.
fry guy.
Kimmy, we can't hear you, sweetie. So think about it. So 64%, okay, said yeah. Set your volume up, Kimmy.
You ready to drop
64%,
down and come back and check the audio on that for real?
60. And again,
Sorry, I'm always scrambling the eggs.
That's good. No,
Can
your
y'all
One,
hear me
audio
two.
good.
now?
I
Your
think we
audio
clear.
good.
Yep, we good to go.
Yay.
Let's rock and
Okay.
roll. Okay, let's back. We back in business. We got Kevin in the, I mean Kevin. Kevin is in the house. Okay, yep, he's in the house. He been in the in the mix holding it down.
Kevin.
That's a step up from your last suggestion. Brian in the house. What's up, Brian? He says, "Oh, the
Brian,
fry
what's good?
guy." Ted in the house. He says we're going church pantry on Wednesday. Okay for street
Church
plates.
Yeah.
pantry.
Kylie
See how
T.
charitable you
and
really
OG
are.
Jones.
Yeah.
Get him,
Yeah.
Ted. Shit, you better put my name on that invite, homie.
Well,
Let's
Maybe
see.
you guys stand online before the church pantry. That's your first date. Getting to know each other while you're online at the church pantry.
Facts. Set me up. Let's go. That seems so romantic. You can hold hands. You can bring your little recycle bags,
you gotta wear gloves.
gloves, mask on. You know what I'm saying?
And
So like
this
back in the days, right? So say Generation X, Gen X. Okay, so Gen X is 40 and over. Okay, say 40 and over is Generation X. Okay, so back in the say 90s, say so if you're say you were in your 20s back in your around 2000, say 2000, right? Whatever the case is, say 2000, whatever. So boom, you're going on dates back then. This was before the big social media explosion, right? Before faking the funk and all that came into play. You could just be regular and going on dates. A little Nathan's. Basic. You could just be regular before all this fake. Everybody wants to pretend they rich thing came into play, right?
right.
But at the
Yes.
same time, there are still and always has been and always will be poor people dating and all that other stuff. You understand what I'm saying? There's always gonna be people that are not big Willie that are gonna be dating, right? So my question is this now, Kimmy, you here? You saying something, Kimmy? Talk to me. Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to jump in, but the question is right is what's the limit? If the average person says 150, I think that means not on the first date. I think that
Depends
meant
on where
over a
you're
period
going.
of time. Was
It
that what the
depends on where you're going and the vibe of the date. I'll admit that.
Okay, what you got, Tony D? Talk to us.
Um, Depending on where you live, like for me, like I said, I always say about $100 because I mean I'm not a big seafood dude, but most of your expensive restaurants where you spend $100 at, you can go to a
Mm-hmm.
decent restaurant and not spend that type of money without the alcohol. But if you're
Mm-hmm.
trying to go to Ruth Chris, you 100 out the box.
Oh,
Trying to go to, you know what I'm saying?
two,
And I'm
200.
a no Charlie's Red Lobster Max, and then a little bit of Logan's and Olive Garden and Outback. I'll do that, and I could go under the $100. But I actually know somebody. Every time I go somewhere with her, it's $100, and I told her that's why I don't see her that much. She like, it don't cost that much, woman. You ain't paying. I'm paying you.
Kimmy,
And
go ahead.
I say that as somebody who has taken a lot of women out on dates, not necessarily just to sleep with them, but have taken women
Yeah.
out on dates.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to spend $100. Now, if you're in a major metropolitan city, I got it. You're going to pass 100, probably two, three, four. But for me, I'll go Ruby Tuesdays, Old Charlie. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
greedy. I can get full because I want a steak. I'll go find a
Mm-hmm.
steak and I won't break your pocket. We could find chicken and fish everywhere. I'm not gonna go somewhere and then just get a salad. And Lord, let me spend $100 and then you don't even finish your food talking about you don't want it. You don't even want to take home the leftovers. We ain't gonna work. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, at least take it home and throw it
Because
away
wait,
when you get
no,
home.
hang on, T
wait,
Roney. I'm gonna give it to you,
wait.
Ronnie. Hang on, I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. But honestly, y'all
Yeah,
want to get wine to dine. Y'all want to get treated right. You're gonna pick what you want off the menu. You're gonna pick the restaurant. Then you ain't even gonna finish your food. Oh no, 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 no. See, I got a problem with that personally.
wait,
Take your time. Go ahead, ma'am.
wait. Okay,
Remember, this
so
opinion radio, so we just gonna
Yes,
each let it
yes.
let it
She's
shine.
good.
Go
She's
for it,
good. Come
Roni.
no,
on, she's
it's
Mm-hmm.
not
good.
opinion
Come on.
radio. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just okay. My opinion for what
Mm-hmm.
you had just said, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what about when? Okay, so again, our generation, Generation Xers,
X.
we are told you just stated that we you don't like it if you pick the food and then you don't finish the food.
You pick the
But
restaurant, you pick
then,
this off the menu, and then you don't even want it. You don't even left. I'm sorry, because I don't waste food, and I got a
but
bias with that.
but then you want a girl who is going to be obviously a lady,
Of
right? A
course.
lady in the streets. Of properness tells you
Eat the damn
not to
food.
finish your food.
Leave
Properness,
Okay,
2 bites.
tell me, tell me,
leave
tell
two,
me.
well,
Okay.
yes, leave 2 bites and do
Leave
not
two
take home
bites.
leftovers,
I've
But
right?
never
leave two
heard that.
bites.
Okay, thank you. I've never heard that. I'm sorry, because I'm a glutton. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
letting you,
old. Yeah,
I
I
know
got you, Roni. Yeah, I
I know
know.
that
Leave two
you're
bites.
not
Mm-hmm.
changing your fee. I'm just telling you, I'm giving you why
That's fine
women.
because I clean
There's
my
some
plate. I don't
women
care
who
who
do
it
that,
is.
but like there's other women who just
I'm
being
not gonna
nasty.
give my compliments to the chef
That
and I finish
that's an
my food and
excellent
I
point,
take home the
Roni.
leftovers. But I didn't know that, so I'm glad you told me that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's definitely an excellent
Am
point. To
I
leave
right,
two
Kimberly
bites.
Kelly?
You're
Am I?
absolutely right.
Can y'all hear me?
Now we can
Yes.
hear
There
you.
you go. Yes.
Okay, sorry. It was a phone call that came in and I had to take, so
Oh, you missed it?
totally
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, so I kind of missed some of what y'all was talking about.
The
I
the
was
the
I
Okay.
was
the,
flipping
the
off of
leave
the
two
fact that
bites.
if you take a
Hmm.
woman out, she picked the restaurant, she picked the food, and then she don't finish her plate, how much that can bother me. And then T Roney was telling me that there's a level where you only take like 2 bites or whatever, or
No,
you
you
leave
leave 2
2 bites
bites.
afterwards. And she said there's a rule with that. I did not know that
Yeah.
because I always find it crazy. If I'm gonna take you somewhere where you pick it, and then you get to pick what's off the menu, and then you don't finish your food, it kind of is a pet peeve to me. You could be cute all day, but
Yeah,
then
but
go
Don't
ahead.
leave
yeah,
half
but
of a plate.
it
Don't leave
No,
half a
not
That's
that.
plate.
right.
Just leave 2 bites. Just leave a little something on the
leave
plate.
two
Like not enough
bites.
to take home. Yeah, that's an old school thing. Like me and Ronnie would just Ronnie mentioned it. We both said it at the same time actually. But yeah, the 2 bites. You
What's up,
gotta
Sadie?
leave it's not enough to take home. Don't leave a damn half a meal on a plate, Tony D, because that'll piss
I
him
agree.
off. But what I'm saying, Tony D, you got Tony D be like, move over,
I'm
lady,
a,
give me
I'm
that
a loosen
goddamn
the
plate.
tie, unbutton the top 2 buttons.
Nope, you just
I just roll up my sleeves and going back to my old mode. You know
nah.
what I'm saying? Mr. Mature just left the building.
N-
I'm
n-
sorry.
Uh, uh,
Sadie,
Ladies,
what's up?
leave
How
two bites.
you doing?
Ladies, leave 2 bites. You heard
You
it
said
That's
here.
leave
it,
two
just two
bites. 2 bites
bites,
I give you,
well, you
T-Bone.
because
know
there's
what?
not
I
enough to
am
take
so
home.
thoroughly jacked up. I'm so thoroughly jacked up that I think I'm just gonna say, let's go for coffee, because at least I could drink the coffee. I ain't gonna be able to eat all that food.
I
But you
can
know what it
respect
is though?
All it is
That's
to
but
it.
that's but that but that's being considerate. That's being grown and sexy about it. We talking about just generally speaking. Some
Wait,
people not thinking in a mature fashion
Yeah,
all the
right.
time,
bro,
right?
did you see Toby's comment?
Wait. Hold on. Let me get in the mix.
I ain't
Wait a
never.
minute.
Aw,
As a nice guy left me coffee on my doorstep last week. Good $5 investment.
that was a
I'm missing
coronavirus
all
thing.
kind of stuff. Wait, hold on.
Oh
Let
my
me get in.
God.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that chat room. I'm kind of in the mix here. All right, yes,
Sadie is in the
see
house.
money.
What's up,
Couple of hungry
Sadie?
man, a couple of hungry man dinners, and pets. Call it a night.
Hungry Man is $10, right?
Dr.
So
G
Yeah,
says
yeah.
that's $20. That's a $20 meal right
$20
there.
meal, yeah, but I ain't gonna do you like
that's
that. I just can't.
no. Dr.
I'm
G
gonna at least
said,
try to take you somewhere. I've been broke, and I'll go to McDonald's. McDonald's can be a date to me. I'm from the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I am. I'm old school Queens. If you
every
able to go
date
out in
ain't
the
gonna
first day place,
be.
you doing good.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
there's a saying. There's
Yes,
a
ma'am.
saying.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
you meet a man is how you keep him, right? That's the
Okay.
saying. How you meet a man is how you keep him.
Okay.
So meaning like however you meet the guy, that's how the guy is gonna stay in your life. So
Hmm.
if a guy takes you out to McDonald's on the first date, you could go to McDonald's, you could think he's a nice guy and all that, but just know that might be the ceiling for you.
Well, I wouldn't
Not
say that as a
really.
guy.
Don't
As a
think
guy,
that.
I would disagree with that,
Let
and I
me get a
understand where
piece of
you're coming
this
from. Go ahead,
Go
bro.
ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
because I usually don't say much on my shit, but I'm gonna be all over this one. Um, for starters, right? That's a totally reverse. That's totally ass backwards way of thinking because you got to think of it like this: what makes you think that somebody deserves to be what? Just in generally speaking, right? Okay, you shouldn't think of it like that, as in, oh well, if you meet him and he takes you to McDonald's, that's the ceiling. No, he's somebody that's thinking, why would I spend $100 on a total
The first date.
stranger?
On the first date,
That's what he's
yes.
thinking. He's probably better with his money. He's probably going to be the millionaire because he's not going to waste $100. Just the
Trying to
chemistry just
impress you.
didn't match, and he
Yes.
wasted $100 when he could have stayed home, had peanut butter and jelly, and been on his grind, making his money on his computer or doing what he do. So you got to think
Right.
logically, okay? We got to think logically. We got to get out of this fantasy land. That not saying anybody here is in it, but I'm just saying like because we're in modern times now. Okay, you have in traditional times in our era as Generation Xers. I'm gonna roll this out real slow. Let me slow down because this is gonna be fun. All right, as Generation Xers, right? We grew up as the last generation that were even remotely connected to traditional family values, from my
Mm.
point of view. Okay, and I'm gonna put it out there. This was before the children were raised on gangster rap and thottery and Cardi B and the gangbangers and all that bullshit. Okay, we were the last generation that were remotely connected to the type of value system that human beings once had. Okay, so with that being said, okay, when we dated back in the days, things were different. Okay, like you accepted, and I'm sure right now things are still that way because not everybody's balling. Okay, but now let's get into the real nitty gritty where the rubber hits the mat. Check it out. When you first meet somebody, okay, you don't need to go spend $100 to take them on a date
No.
because nowadays people are dating several people at a time. Okay. Now back in my I'll say my daddy, back in my daddy's days, women would only date one man at a time. So if you know that you're gonna take her to the sock hop or Arnold's, we're talking back in the '60s and shit, like Happy Days.
I like sock.
If you're gonna take her to the sock hop or Arnold's and spend your little $5 in the drive-in and get your little two hamburgers and a shake, and you kicking it with Shorty, you could almost be assured that you were the only guy that she was kicking it with. You understand? So it was worth it to make the investment. Okay. But nowadays, like with social media, the dating apps, men and women alike are more than likely dating more than one person. So if you're trying to date several people, if you're a man, for example, if you're dating, say, three girls, and you're going on 3 dates a week, you're going to spend $300 a week on dating, right? And we're just talking first time dates off
Ooh,
the rip.
yeah,
If
let's
you
not
date
talk about
somebody
second
off the
date.
rip,
That's
yeah,
another story.
second date. Well, what happens is it's called progress. It's called walk after you crawl. Okay, so first you got to crawl. You're not just gonna just we not just pulling up to City Island for the first time. No, we may be pulling up to Central Park.
Mhm.
That's more like it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you walk your dog? What time? I'll meet you over there. Let's walk and talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That because a lot of times it's wasting money because there are what we call professional daters out there. There are women
Mhm.
that will date you that have no intent whatsoever in being involved in a relationship with you or have no sexual attraction to you whatsoever. Okay? So you have to be careful what you're doing out there as far as spending money when you first meet somebody. I'll get to the chat in 1 minute, but also at the same time, do you think that people should go Dutch, for example? Thank you, that's 80s, right? Crawl before you ball, Dr. G says. So, for example, right? Um, should you switch it up? Like the first, if we start dating, should we do something light? You know what I mean? Like Starbucks coffee, Dunkin' Donuts. Somebody said Dunkin' Donuts was the first date.
Yo,
You
pick
know,
up some
something
Dunkin'
light.
Donuts. You will get full off that bagel. I don't care who you are.
Tony D said that bagel will fill a
That
nigga's
bagel will put you under.
The best date, in all honesty, E Money says, is go to a bar, get sloppy, get rid of sexual tension, and if all goes well, go eat some cheese fries and gravy
Gravy
at the
on.
diner. You know what I'm saying? E Money, there you go. Keeping it gangster. You know what
Wouldn't
I'm
it be?
saying?
Wouldn't it depend on the communications that you had before the first date, though? Also, I mean, because if
Of
you've
course.
been talking on the phone for a long time or talking remotely for whatever, and
Mhm.
let's say 2, 3 months after you've been talking
I'm not talking to
consistently,
you for 2 months and 3 months before I see you. That's crazy.
It's COVID. We out. It's COVID. We
COVID.
out.
Thank
It's
you.
COVID. We out.
Oh, I
I'm
forgot. I
thinking of
forgot. I
this
haven't dated in a
generation.
while. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I
COVID.
forgot.
We
I
I'm
out.
forgot.
talking about this generation. Okay.
Okay, I'm
Right
sorry.
now,
I'm sorry. My
this
bad.
is
I'm like,
COVID, and I agree with her. And what Dr.
You,
G
I like
said
E
I've
about
been out the
Money.
game for a while, y'all.
man,
I got somebody. I'm
don't get
sorry.
me
Damn.
started.
My bad.
Ah!
Okay, my bad.
Go ahead,
Continue,
take
Ronnie.
over.
I'm
I'm sorry.
sorry.
I like E Money's thing because he's E Money. I don't know if it is a he, but I'm gonna say he.
It's E
Um,
Money. Yeah, it's
their
homie. It's E Money.
their suggestion of going to the bar. After you talk to somebody for 2, 3 months and your first date, yeah, you might have to like get that drink on and just release all the fears, especially in the
Mhm.
first date. Like I
2
can
months,
see
I'm
that
looking
happening.
for it. 2 months on the first date, I'm looking for it.
Right. That's not gonna be
I'm
a
not even
Dunkin'
gonna play
Donuts
with it.
thing, right? Like that's
It
gonna
still
be
could be
the
a
night. You
Dunkin'
might
Donut thing,
spend
but
some
trust
money
me,
that night.
if we
You
spend
you
two
can
months
spend.
talking and then I finally see you, I don't care where we're going, I'm looking for it. We almost ain't even got to go nowhere.
Cause we ain't gotta
Both
make
in the backseat of the car.
What? In the
LL
parking lot
Cool
at a red
J
light? I don't even care.
backseat of my Jeep.
Let's swing an episode. Pink cookies in a
Right.
plastic bag. All that. You
E
know what I'm
Money
saying?
said
Get
before
crushed
he
by
said shit was cheaper back
buildings.
in the days. Yeah, pink cookies in the plastic.
Big ups to
E Money
Dr.
said I
G for
had
talking about Dutch on
many
the first
first
date.
dates at
No
a bar.
strings, no expectations. Big ups to Dr. G for saying that. Not too many women
Can't
say
say
that.
they women. He said.
Right.
What did she say? What did Dr. G say? I'm sorry, Tony D. Your voice ain't that loud. I said
My
Dutch
bad,
on the
bro. And I
first
wasn't
date.
trying to cut you off, so I do apologize. She was saying Dutch on the first date, no strings, no expectations. I can respect that.
I love it.
Most women don't say that a lot. And she
Because they
said
don't
that
want to
earlier in
spend
the
no money.
broadcast too.
God damn it. That's
No,
why.
Dutch is you both spending the bill. You split the bill.
No, but traditionally, the man, if he invites you, if you both put it like this. Let me just drop some shit real quick.
No,
Shout out to
no, that's
Classic for
not.
crazy ass.
No? No? Don't
No.
drop nothing? Okay, I'll fall back. Go for it. Y'all go for it then.
I'm gonna
Okay,
fall
y'all
back
took too
too.
long. I'm gonna drop my shit now.
There you go.
Go
Look,
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
traditionally, right? Because I'm old school. You know,
Yeah.
I meet a lady. We're gonna talk on the phone. I'm not talking to you 2 months. We'll talk. I'm gonna have a few phone conversations with you, whether it be one, two, three, or whatever. A handful of conversations before I invite you somewhere.
Mhm.
Okay, we're not just gonna. I meet you today and be like, "Hey, duh, let's go up tomorrow." That's
Right.
retarded to me. You understand what I'm
On the damn eggs.
Can y'all hear me
One,
now?
two,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Mic
Oh,
check.
okay.
Okay.
Everybody let
Why
us
does
know
your
how we
voice keep
sounding.
going out? What's
Any
wrong over
echo?
I,
there?
The
I
phones
have
do
no
that.
idea.
People's mobile phones have been doing that for the past month, so it's all good. I'm ready for it. We good.
Okay. So, where was I? Damn, I lost my whole damn setup.
Shout out to
Oh
Dutch.
yeah, I'm not talking to you for I'm gonna speak to you about a handful of times, and by that time I'll know if you can make the next stage, which is me inviting you to possibly see each other in person. I mean, we both have to agree, but I'm just saying she has to agree. But I mean, I have to make the um the invitation. And the first time I will pay. The first time I will say, okay, let's
Yes.
I'll be like, all right, let's rock and roll. But if she doesn't leave the tip, I'm looking at you funny. Okay, because that's what you. I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you how gangsters roll. If you don't leave the tip, I'm looking at you funny because number one, the tip is not gonna be more than $10.
Right.
Okay, because if that bill it's not gonna really be $100 thing really because like you said, we can pull up to Applebee's, TGI Friday, something like
Facts.
that. I'm not
Facts.
trying to be drinking all crazy and doing all that. No, we
Not in
just
the first
breaking
day.
bread and
Casual.
shooting the shit, and I'm seeing how you looking and how your body language is in person. You know what I'm saying? So for those men that are not experienced dating in real life, take notes from your man. All right. So that's how you rock and roll. Then, if you proceed to date number two, okay. Now, ladies, got to keep this in mind. Don't go on a second date with a man if you're not sexually interested in him. Okay. If you go on a
Ah.
date with this man on the first date, and after speaking with him for X amount of time, you go on the first date, you don't feel any sexual chemistry or any type of, and not saying you have to have sex with him. Now, I want you to
Right.
hear me out clearly.
Right.
If you don't feel that you could be romantically involved with this man, okay, don't go on a second date with him, please, because what happens is then he's just being led on, and people don't grow on you like that. So, and no, it's not
No,
like
no,
I'm
that
no.
raising
I
unless you
my
gotta
work
hand.
on
challenge
the
that.
job
I'm
together.
raising
Can I
my
finish? Can I
I
finish?
would.
I got you. I got you, sis. I
hand. Go
got you.
ahead.
Don't
Finish.
go on a second date if you're not sexually or romantically interested in being involved with this guy, because at that point it just turns into you just riding a nigga for free meals, and that's trash.
Mm.
Okay, let that man move on. You find somebody else. If you want to be a professional dater, you move on to the next dude that's in line, because a lot of nice looking ladies do have a lot of men in line that are interested in dating. Okay, so don't just ride a dude. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Speed dating, I've done that. We'll
I,
talk about that in a minute. Go for
yeah,
it,
we'll talk
Roni.
about that because I've done that too. But what you just said, the second date,
Hmm.
sometimes we do the second date because we're not sure.
I kind of dispute the second date aspect that you said as well. You may not have a vibe on the first date. You may not have it on the second. It might click on the third. The
I'm not
kicker is
doing
to
three.
not go. I understand you, but the kicker is to not go looking for it. let's be clear with everybody right now. Nobody knows who to trust. You got to take your time with anybody you're with. You damn sure got to be careful with who you take home, especially
Sadie said
most of
I
us
agree
who are
with Roni.
parents.
Hmm.
And I'm just saying, if y'all gonna go to bed, y'all gonna go to bed. If not, at least y'all are still cool. Two people can grow with each other,
Yeah.
but over the conversations and then the dates, sometimes the dates will actually fulfill your expectations or let you know the real. And there is two sides to that. They're either who you're looking for based on what you were talking about, or they don't look like the person you've been conversating with. You got to reevaluate the situation. You got
Mm.
conversation, then you got face to face. Time spent together also becomes an issue after all of that. But as far as the first date and everything, that's supposed to be an introduction to seeing how far you're going to go. And I hear what you're saying about not going after the second date, is leading them on. I want to say not necessarily. There's women I've been on dates with more than once. It didn't click for a while, but it did click. You know what I'm
Yeah.
Go
Kimmy
for it,
got
Kimmy.
her hand
I
up.
got you, Tony.
saying?
Hmm.
All I'm gonna say is this.
Yes.
Come on.
All I'm gonna say is this. You know, I pay attention, and that's what a lot of people really need to do
Yes.
when they're talking on the phone to somebody, or even if you video chatting on the phone with somebody. You need to listen to what they're saying, how they're saying it, where their head is, because you can pick up some things that's good, bad, or indifferent within
Hmm.
the first 60 seconds of a phone call.
Mm.
Period. And even when you go on the first, no, but look, even when you go on the first
I'm
date,
saying, yeah, like, that's
look,
good. Go, 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 go.
wait,
Hmm. Hmm.
did he open the door for you? Did he
Mm,
hold the door for you? Did he pull out your
Mm.
chair? Did he
hmm
do this? Did he do that? All the things that you should be looking for in a man to do, he should be doing that on his own without any prompting or anything. So you can tell on the first date, is this something we can do? Because if not, deuce a dog, I'm out.
Oh
You should
boy.
know after one date. Because remember, you're
Yeah, you
speaking to
should
this
know after one
person.
date.
You're
Because,
speaking.
okay,
Hmm.
especially after one date, if you've been talking 2 to 3 months,
On the phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on,
or even
man.
for a few weeks,
Come
you should
on.
be able to
Facts.
know, because the conversation on the phone should have been enough
Hmm.
to
hmm
get you to say, "Ooh, let me check this dude out."
Facts.
Y'all are right. And classic, you're right. It
And
is a chivalry test on the first date.
and
For
then you know
men,
what?
for
Also,
y'all,
let
it
me
is
add
chivalry tested. Yes.
one more thing real quick, and then I'll leave it to you. Let me run for 1 second. Also, remember, after the first date, you're also still gonna be communicating on the phone again after the date,
Right.
right? So it's not just like, okay, one date, then you're never gonna talk again, and just date two, duh, you're gonna speak in between. So you understand what I'm saying? So it shouldn't take two. You conversate, you go on a date. You see if the person checks all your boxes, right?
Yes.
You go on the date, and then after the date, you're gonna speak on the phone again, right? And you're gonna continue to speak because it's not like you're gonna be going out back to back to back every day on dates. No. You understand what I'm saying? So you're gonna be speaking again after that initial date. And then from there you can decide whether I don't know. But 9 out of 10 times, you should really know after one date. I'm just saying. Roni, could you hear some of them chats for me? I'm kind of slow behind the game today.
So Tony D and Ted Hicks are
That's my jam.
rapping. They
That's my
sing
jam.
Excuse me,
songs on
miss.
in the
What's
chat.
your
What's your
name?
name?
What?
Where are you from?
Yeah.
Can I come? And possibly, can
Can
I
I
take
take
you
And
you?
out
Ted Hicks
tonight? To
Yeah,
the
y'all crazy.
movies, to the park. I
so
have your
far.
heart
Sadie, I love tacos
before it's
too.
dark. So let me know.
I'll be right back, y'all. Give me 1 second, all right?
So, bro,
Y'all,
You know
y'all
like
what?
can
I
keep that
say,
rolling. Keep it
I'm
rolling.
There's
I'll be
going
right
in
another
back.
for this. This is
question.
fun. I missed the
That
damn show. I miss talking T Roni. I miss having T Roni and Kimmy Cameron the same broadcast. I'm glad Smoke invited me. I'm glad Ted here.
I
I'm
gotta get
glad
on with
Brian here.
Rochelle.
Big
You
up
and
to Sadie for
Rochelle.
being in the broadcast. Because I promise, if Sadie ever come to the United States, we're gonna spoil her ass. She said she ain't been nowhere. She never left the country. We're gonna hit her up. She's gonna come to the U.S. with the kids. We're gonna get a passport, get her through customs, all that shit. It's on and popping. I'm having a ball up here. I got my liquor in me. I don't warn y'all.
Okay. So can I
Go
I
ahead,
add
want to
to
know
Roni.
how you going to start this broadcast off talking about the
can,
city girls and using them as a reference. Oh hell no!
can I add to Brian?
Go for
Sorry,
it.
I'm saying it right.
Go for
Delander.
it. I'll be right back.
Okay, so the whole thing about cooking now, because that's an issue too. That's not an issue, but it's an item to be discussed. going home or going to somebody's house on the first date? Like, should they, if I'm cooking and you're coming to my house on the first date, or if you're cooking and I'm coming to your house on a first date? That's a
That's
sore
touchy.
subject too,
That's
right
touchy.
there.
That's touchy. Today's society is very touchy. Kimmy Callie, you're mute again. Check your audio, lady. Check your
You're
audio.
muted,
Check your
Kimmy
audio.
Callie.
Check your audio. Check your
Yeah,
audio.
you got it in the screen. Are
Bringing
you?
anybody to the house on the
Go
first
ahead,
date is
talk.
very iffy. That's very iffy and very.
There we go. We back.
I'm here.
Kimmy
Say
Callie,
something.
can you talk?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Now we can. Yes, you're a little delayed, but yes. Go ahead,
You're
please.
delayed. Yeah, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. I wasn't saying nothing. I was listening to what you were saying, T. Ronnie.
Oh, okay. No, I
Oh
was
no,
saying
sorry,
the
sorry.
first
You
date. It
didn't
was
hear
the
the
issue of
comment when I said on the first date, ain't nobody coming to my house, and on the first
Right.
date, I'm not going to anybody's house. I'm
I don't
meeting you
blame
out
you.
in public where there's a whole lot of folks around.
Right. Right.
Straight
I don't
up,
blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame
psycho
nobody
people in
for
the
that.
world.
Both
Mm-mm.
yes.
sexes, I don't blame neither one of y'all for that. I don't give a damn who you are.
No,
It ain't safe doing
nope,
that these days. It's not.
nope.
Meet your ass at a coffee shop, like she said, was Dunkin' Donuts.
Yep.
And I'm gonna give a big up to Dunkin' Donuts because I was in Maryland. You know, T. Roney could meet me right at the one in front of Andrews Air Force Base. I will have me a coffee and a damn bacon, egg, and cheese bagel in a damn minute. I'll be full for the rest of the day.
I'll be
I'm not
cheaper.
picky.
Yeah.
I'm not tripping because I've been broke. It don't bother me. We ain't gotta be expensive. I've been there.
Right.
McDonald's, Checkers, Burger King, Zaxby's, Chick-fil-A, damn Checkers. You can't even go inside. You gotta sit outside in the weather. It's all good. I've done that on the first date.
So on the first date, like, because right now the references, I mean, the invisible reference is that the guy is spending money on the girl.
Yes,
But on the flip side, if the girl comes and she's like, okay, but like let's say y'all go on a date and she's broke, but y'all going on a date.
I got it.
If she doesn't give, like how Ace was saying, you got to get tip,
Yes.
right? You
But
got
see,
to
we get
give,
the money
you got to do
aspect
certain
covered.
things to show that you are trying. Well,
Well,
what if she don't have it like that?
the first date gets a pass. The second date is when it comes out.
Kimmy,
Yeah,
Kimmy Kelly,
muted
you are
again.
going in, and we can hear
That's the
you.
phone. Phones do that. Phones do that. I'm
We
not tripping.
can hear
Phones
you,
do that.
and I
Just
can
check
tell
your
you're
audio
going in
again.
right now.
Facts,
Oh
Frida.
gosh.
Facts. I ain't think about that. But honestly, on the first date, the money. Mic check 1 2. How I sound? How I sound? Any echo?
Yes.
Any
Okay,
feedback?
There you
you said
back
I
with
got a
that.
feedback.
Yeah. No, you good. Now you go ahead and say something for your mic cut off again. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh. If she's broke and don't have no money, she need to stay her broke ass at home. Because one thing that women fail to do, and it's subjective for everybody, and everybody needs to know this, when you go on a damn date, have your own fucking money.
Facts.
Period.
Facts.
Period. And if she can't pull up no damn tip, girl, bye. Take your broke ass back home. Eat you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and think about that shit.
But that's not giving her a fair shot either. Like how the guy wants to go out on a date and he don't have to spend that much money, or there's no tip in a coffee shop, right? Like,
Well,
so
yeah, we
should he
talking
pay
about a
for that?
$100 type of date. Like a tip, like for
It
not a
don't
coffee
matter if
shop.
it's a $2 Coney Island date
Well,
or a
that's even better.
$100 Outback thing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If
You
you
gotta
don't
give it
have
two
no
dollars.
money, right? If you don't have no damn money to either put in on something, pay for your part, whatever, stay your ass at home.
And Sadie, what you said, it
Period.
shouldn't just go with her. It should go with the fellas too. Anybody who's going out on a
Yeah.
date, I think money needs
Yeah.
to be a big aspect before you go anywhere. It needs to be acknowledged up front. Who's going to take care of this, and are we going to be good? Where would you like to go? What can we handle? And if you've had conversations for 2 to 3 months, y'all kind of know exactly where you stand and what you can afford or how you can do it. So to me,
Yeah,
Facts.
I don't front. If I'm gonna ask you out, I got the money. When I got the see, you don't went mute again. I done told your ass.
you went mute again.
Oh shit.
Kimmy Kelly, you went mute again.
You gotta acknowledge it. Whoever's gonna
Good
ask the other out on a
lord.
date has the money. Whoever's going to ask the other out on a date has the money,
Oh, that
and
was the
leave it at that.
general rule. That
Yes,
That's the
was
general rule. If you're inviting me somewhere, you're gonna cover the bill,
yes,
right?
yeah.
that's
Usually.
tradition.
So communication is the key,
True.
right? So you need to communicate this before you go on the dates, obviously. But I mean, it may sound informal and it may sound kind of cringeworthy or awkward. Like, hey, hey, Roni, I'd like to. Hey, Roni, would you like to come with me to TGI Friday? Hey, you want to go out to Fridays on Friday?
Yes, sir.
You're paying, right?
Right.
Like this,
Well,
it's like
see,
a, you know what I'm saying? That shit sound crazy, but
I'm gonna
but
be honest.
it's
When somebody
implied
asks to
that I
take me
should be
out,
paying.
yeah, when somebody asks me out, I'll be like, listen, I would love to, but I don't have it right now. I'll have it next week. I got it this week. Take care next week. Deal. That's 2 days set. Some people too busy trying to see who gonna do what for them. That's why your asses ain't got nobody. I don't never try nobody. If I got the money, I call the chick, yo, what you doing tonight? She be like, I'm not doing nothing. Let me take you out to eat. I don't have nothing to worry about it. I got it. And they'll reciprocate that. What's wrong with motherfuckers is y'all don't know how to talk to each other. Y'all so busy trying to see what you can get out of somebody else before you go anywhere with them. Your ass is lonely and too damn direct. I don't never treat women like that. If I'm going to take you out, I'm going to let you know. I ain't got nothing going on tonight. Are you busy? No. Get dressed. Come with me.
Yeah, if you're inviting the person, that means that
Yes.
it's implied that whoever's inviting you. So, for example, somebody couldn't call me. Jeeves said first. Jeeves, what's up? Thanks for joining us. I'm sorry, real quick. Sadie says on your point, yeah, same. Just be real.
Yes.
Jeeves says first date, you should split the bill. Which let's get to that real quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
For example, the first date, okay.
Yes.
Would it be, say for example, the first date you say, okay, okay, so let's meet up, and we see just so where would we where should we go? And say we agree on something modest, Applebee's. You know, them niggas got two for
Yeah.
20s. You know,
Yeah. Two
something
for
somewhere the
22.
bill
All
is
in the
gonna
budget.
be
I like
All
that.
in the budget.
very
All
All in the budget.
modest.
I get a
Okay.
steak on 2 for 22. You know?
Should you? That's what I'm trying to say. You get your little Tony D steak, your little whatever, and you popping, boom, right? Two for 20s or two for 30, whatever it is right now. Because I think inflation. I think inflation got that.
Yeah.
It may be
So
two
maybe
for
real quick.
40 now.
Let me check DoorDash real quick. Give me 1 second. It's on there.
so so if you do something modest like say Applebee's, two for 30, right? And that's a good point, Jeeves. Should you go Dutch? Should you, we'll put it like this, right? It depends on, some people are a little more traditional than other, but I think going Dutch needs to be explained before you go, number one.
Yeah.
Because what happens is this, okay? You need to make that agreement because if I invite somebody out, usually it's old school. The male will usually treat the first time around, right? We'll usually cover the bill, right? And I would expect her maybe do a little tip. Not like I need her to drop the tip, but it just shows that you're putting something, you're investing in me as well as I'm investing in you. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? I'm investing in a potential relationship. I'm making the investment, right? So I want you to show that you're making some type of investment as well at a much smaller percentage. Okay, that's the whole concept of I would like to see her pay the tip, which happened very rarely throughout my dating experience. I'm just keeping it gangster. Kimmy, are you frozen?
Yeah, she's frozen.
Yeah, she's frozen. And OG
She's
said
frozen.
blink or something.
Right.
No, she's frozen, bro.
I see you covering the Dutch aspect because Frida's
Save
been bringing
her.
that in more than once. Frida, it's not a turn off if a woman wants to go Dutch with me. It's actually a turn on. That
I
just shows
love
me
it.
she's not selfish.
Willing to invest.
It shows me she's not selfish. It's not even so much about investment, but she's just as open as I am to at least checking me out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing the same with her. I'm good with that. Doesn't turn me off at all. It actually
No.
makes me want to spend more money on your ass. It's a mind game that works.
Put it like this. I just need you to I need you to show some type of love at the same time. Okay, she's
Yeah,
back.
she's back. Some type of interest. Not even
Yeah,
love, just
just like I'm
interest.
investing. You got to invest as well,
I'm
just a little
curious.
bit,
I would
which is
like to meet
cool.
you as much as you would like to meet me.
Thank
Let's
you,
do this. Done.
Sadie. Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you for the award. I appreciate it. Um, so basically, that's the point I was getting at. I didn't want to do too much on that, but
Thank
the
you, Sadie.
Dutch thing is cool. Also, I've
Dutch
never
is
really
fly.
did the Dutch before. I'm a little old school. I never did the Dutch before, but I don't see anything wrong with the Dutch.
Shit.
You know what
It
I'm
does
saying?
for
But
me.
the
I
league
may get a
minimum,
bonus.
the minimum is, she should at least cover the tip. And then here's another safety note, a public service announcement. Okay, when you go out on a first date with the guy, make sure you have either a Uber account, you got some kind of taxi money, Make sure you yourself don't come out the house without any money, ladies or gentlemen. If she invites you out and says,
Money and
"Hey, let's
backup.
I'm gonna take you out. Hey, let's link up." Oh, well, I'm kind of, I don't really have it this week. Oh, don't worry, I'll take care. I'll cover the first date or whatever. Okay, let's rock and roll. And you go, and the first date goes left, and she decides that she's not gonna pay for your um thing, your food or something like that. Make sure you have money, he or she, both ways. Somebody, oh, let me go to the bathroom. They may dip out on you. Anything could go down. So if the date goes left, make sure you have the means to end up not washing dishes in the back. Okay? That's old school. It's called washing dishes in the back when you couldn't pay the bill.
Hey,
Okay?
reinvite Kimmy Kelly, bro.
Oh, really? Oh, she's thingy? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
she
about
did
that.
that.
Yeah.
Honestly, everybody,
Hold
yeah,
on.
have some type of backup in case something goes wrong to where you can get yourself home and you ain't stuck paying. You ain't stuck
Mm-hmm.
like being broke, like he said. Always have your backup money, regardless.
At least cab
Well,
money. Cab money.
Generation X women, that
Mhm.
is something that's ingrained in us.
She's
Good.
invited already. Yeah.
And I'm not mad at y'all. Well, she probably
Yeah.
needs a reinvite.
Yeah.
And you're
Well,
right,
let me try
Kimmy
it
Kelly. If you
again.
don't have no
Yep.
money, say your broke ass home. Yeah, it's for real.
Yep.
It's for real. And these
No,
days,
women,
these days,
Generation X
honestly,
women, we
everybody,
already.
the scam is to say you're gonna pay and then you don't have it to making them pay. So it's in your best interest on the other side to have your own money for the bill. Don't eat what you can't afford.
Mm-hmm.
You can pay your part of the bill if they can pay theirs. If they can't afford
Well,
both, at least you got your part covered.
well,
And I'm not even
we're
gonna front. There was a chick I was like bananas over trying to meet. Got played out. My debit card fucked up. Oh my god, that was the worst. The first date I was fine, but that second date my card acted up. She had to front the bill. I was like, shit. I was scared to call her back. I ain't gonna lie. I know she was gonna talk about my ass. I mean, we still cool today. And she don't never bring it up because that first date I took care of her. She already knew I was good and she knew I worked it. She knew I wasn't broke. And she also knew
Yeah.
my responsibilities. So I got lucky with that. But the average person who just meets you, shit, you is done. You is done. You is done.
Well, that's why the first date you don't go spend $100 because date
Well,
was
the
number
first date we
2.
did. This was the second one. It was the
But I'm
second one
trying to
my
say,
card acted up.
but
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is this though, right?
Damn macaroni grill.
The first date. No, what I'm trying to say is this. Not peep game, peep game.
macaroni
I'm
grill
I'm
is
I'm giving out the game for free right here. Peep
Right, right,
game.
right. Let's
That's
do it
why
right.
you don't do too much on the first date. Okay.
Yes.
yes.
The second time around is when you crashed and burned. So it's just like, okay, good. Good thing I didn't invest too much in the first round. Okay. Always got to keep that in handy. Keep that in mind. You understand what I'm saying? It's all about balance.
Right. That's
Gotta have
smart,
Right.
balance.
Brian.
You can't do
That's
too
real
much out
smart,
the
Brian.
gate. Let's
That's real
build this
smart.
shit up. Let's not just
Facts.
start on the 10th floor, baby. We walking in on ground level. You
Right.
heard?
With the common folk.
Mm-hmm. Somebody, I'm
Can
getting
y'all hear
heavy.
me?
Yeah, this
Yes.
sounds
Yes.
crazy. I'm getting. Yeah, there we go. Somebody's okay. I hear. No, I was hearing a little background. I think it's gonna cool off. Yeah, we hear you. Ted Hicks.
Okay.
We're in another state, and my credit card got declined.
Bro.
Talk about
Oh,
nervous.
Because you know the
Right.
roast is coming. The Comedy
The
Central roast
the
is coming
smoke
off of
is
that, bro.
coming.
was that
Brian
a
Bro.
second
says,
date
"I have
at Ted
one."
Hicks? Ted Hicks, was that a second date
Was
or
that the first, the second,
was
or
that the
well, if you're in
first
another
and
state, that's
second date?
brutal. I'm just
Facts. You
saying,
stuck. You stuck.
Yeah.
you can't even call a homeboy to come pull up.
At all. Nobody.
Brian
You be out
says,
on a date with that person and then you go back and tell your girlfriends like, man, that fool was broke. He done left his card
Yeah,
"Look,
home
y'all got
or he
jokes.
had
We
to.
know
He ain't
y'all got
shit.
jokes.
Oh,
We know
right,
y'all
yeah.
got jokes.
What's
This
up
broke
about
motherfucker that
y'all
tried to take
card?
me out trying to ball his car don't work. He knew better with his dumb
He
ass.
came here acting like he was all that. He had
that was
nothing,
the
yo.
fourth date, right? And
Right.
Brian
Facts.
Okay, the
says,
fourth date, you get a second chance.
Brian says, Brian says, I have only. Oh no, Brian says I have one credit card just for dates, one credit card for gas, and one credit card in case shit
No,
happens.
Smart.
you
There
gotta
you
do
go,
that.
smart man,
That's smart.
Yes,
wise man.
yes,
That's the homie.
yes.
Brian's the homie. Big ups to Brian for that one.
Okay, and
Ooh,
I got what y'all was saying earlier, but I
go
kind
for it.
of disagree with that. Talking about you
Go
need to
for it.
make sure you got Uber and Lyft money.
Make sure you get your
Hell
ass
no,
home.
your ass better damn drove yourself. Sorry.
If you got it
You
like
taking
that,
it
yeah.
another step,
What
like
if
like
people
shit.
have
Well, not
cars?
everybody has a car,
Not
unfortunately.
everybody has a car. No, they don't.
Yeah,
Not
but if you
everybody has a
don't,
car.
just have cab
I,
money.
I know
yeah,
grown
I
people still relying
understand
on
that.
public transportation. That's what
Me
you.
I
I
too.
didn't
I do.
realize
understand
that.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, not everybody got a car, but at least have cab money. Get your ass home. That's what I'm saying. You ain't
Yep.
gotta have a car, but you better have
Some way
some
to
a
get you
damn
home.
Uber or some cab cash.
Save you
You
some
know what I'm
DC cab
saying?
money.
A little cab money. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even if you gotta have somebody front it for you, like, yo, hey sis, hey, what's up? I'm going on
We
a
go to
first
the
date with
if
this
you see
guy.
us whenever you see us go to the bathroom. If we go to the bathroom in the middle of the day, don't expect date two. But if we go to the bathroom at the end of the date, then it was okay. It was a good date.
For real,
Well, if
I
she
ain't know that.
uses the
Show me.
bathroom on herself in the middle of the date, I'm
Wow.
not
Wait a
ever
minute,
gonna have another
First
really?
date.
date, date two. Right, right.
If you go to the
You
think
gonna
about it,
hold it?
Callie. Think about it, Kimmy Callie. If you go to the
Oh shit.
bathroom in the middle of the date,
Too much
go in the
trickery.
bathroom, you're texting somebody like, just get me out of here or come up with some excuse. But if you go to the
Take no
bathroom at the
smoke.
end of the date, you spent the whole date with the person. So he's pretty much going to the bathroom just to clean yourself up. Like he's paying the bill. So like one of the things that's supposed to be like a lady like is making sure
Too many
not seeing him
strategies
pay
and
the
shit.
bill, right? So
Take notes. Take notes. Take
The
notes. Take
fuck is
notes.
this a
Let her
game?
talk. Let her talk. Let her
Okay, well,
talk. We
I'm
learning
not trying to
something.
be funny, T Roni, but it's like, okay, I can get that and I can see that, but damn it, if I done drank a bunch of water
I'm
and
going
I
to the
got to
bathroom.
pee, I got to
Yeah.
pee. I'm gonna go in the middle of the damn
oh
date. I
yeah,
don't
of
give a
course.
Is she gonna
shit.
piss on herself at the table in front of me? There ain't
Right.
gonna be a second
Like
date. God damn it. You fuck you gonna hold it? Come on, man. That's crazy. We wilding in
you didn't eat
here.
your food yet though. You didn't eat your food.
Uh-uh.
You drink a lot of water.
No.
If you drank a lot
Joe,
of water and didn't
Oh
eat your
shit.
food yet, come on. That's not that
she
date's
hold the
going
water
south.
all through the date. What's going on? Nothing. I just got to go to the bathroom real
Right?
quick.
Like
Y'all
think
gotta excuse me for a
Right.
second.
Yo, this is yeah,
I
it's too
gotta go
many
to the bathroom. I gotta go potty. I gotta go pee pee.
yo shit. You better get your ass up and go to the bathroom if you at my table.
Yeah.
you was
Shit.
sitting there like
Yeah.
shaking
What's
like,
wrong with you?
"Ugh."
You gonna be
Right.
bouncing around? Oh, I really
Look.
enjoyed dinner. Well, what the fuck you
Right.
bouncing around for?
No.
God damn it.
We
This is
too old
crazy.
for all that shit. We sitting up there holding peace and whatnot, gonna be messing up our bladders and kidneys and whatnot. Oh hell no. I got
Bro,
to go. I got to
Oh
go.
bro,
shit.
bro,
You know what I'm saying?
bro.
OG
Y'all
said,
are
note to
awesome.
self.
So
Do
did I
not
take
take
Do
water
not
water
take
pills
water
more
pills.
than you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Yes, OG classic.
Yo,
Yes.
yo, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, good
Oh my
Lord have mercy.
gosh.
There's a lot
Oh
of she
my
got a lot of
gosh.
strategies, man. You got a lot of
It's,
stuff in your bag over
it's
there,
all a
bro.
game, right? So there's strategies.
It's not a
But
game.
see,
It's
it
not a
shouldn't be
game.
all of
I don't
that
want to
though.
be
It's a strategy, bro.
strategies. You can't listen if you're on a date, for example, right? Because some of this stuff, some of this stuff sounds crazy. I'm gonna say like this: if you're on a date, right? If
Yes.
she gets up in the middle of the date and she's in the bathroom texting, somebody get me out of here. Well, who the fuck is gonna come rescue you in the middle of the date? What? Somebody's you're
No,
gonna
they
have
do
them
that.
The
call you.
homegirls, they will. They
They
will
go,
show up.
yo,
They
Well,
will.
you
you're
know
right.
what? Well, if that ever happened to you, that's good. I'm just saying, if you ever had to be rescued, that's bad. I'm just saying, like they will do that.
Right.
Okay,
They
sounds
will
like
do that.
I've never had that happen to me before, but I'm just saying that's fine.
I'm not
I'm just
gonna
saying, no,
front.
generally speaking, I'm saying that's
Yeah,
fine. No, I'm that's fine
yeah.
because you didn't waste my time for date number two, which was not gonna happen anyway. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's
Right.
cool. It's cool. I mean,
I
just
just give
keep it
you
a
all
band and be like,
aspects.
it's not. Just keep it a band and say, listen, the chemistry's not really there. I'm out.
I had a
We
chick
gotta
I
That's
play
all
met in
you
the
fucking
gotta
DMV.
do.
games.
I'm
Niggas
giving
want
you
to
black.
play.
I'm giving
People
you
want to
all
be
aspects
fucking
of first date.
kids.
They
People
do.
want to be
They do.
kids forever and shit. Like
They do.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was in the
text, hey,
DMV in
get me out of here.
2004.
Why don't you
I
get
took
your
a chick.
fucking grown ass up and walk out? God damn it. What's wrong
I
with
took
you?
a chick to dinner when I was up there by T. Roney Way back in
Rescue me.
2004. We went down to I think it was Applebee's or Chili's, the one down there in Waldorf.
Mhm.
And she wouldn't ride with me. She said, just meet me down there. I said, all right, cool. So we met on the side of the road. I saw her car. She saw my road down there. We got to the restaurant. She told me she had one of her friends following us, running my tag, making sure I wasn't a stalker or nothing.
Oh
This
shit.
was 2004. I was like, okay, cool, because I was up there military. I wasn't tripping. And every 5, 10 minutes, actually about 10 minutes in, a friend called checking on her, making sure she was good. You know, a phone call. She was like, I said, everything okay? She said, yeah, I'm my homegirl. We just making sure you was all right. She ran your tag. I said, okay, good. What she find?
Yeah, right.
I mean, what she gonna do? Y'all, yeah, hey, ladies, y'all something else out there. I just want to
We
be
have to
real.
strategize.
I don't blame you
It's
for
It's
the
a
knuckleheads in the
game.
street. Yeah, I don't blame y'all for the
you know,
knuckleheads in the
okay,
street. I
I'm
really
sorry.
don't.
That was wrong words. I will not use that word. It's not a
I don't
game.
care. I'm
No,
good.
that is a
Yeah.
word
I'm just
because
saying.
I know what they doing out
I'm
there. They
good.
know
I'm
powerful
fine.
words. You good? You good?
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, I had a ball up there
Especially
in
if
the
you,
DMV.
this day and age, they meet online.
You got to be
So
careful. You're
you got
right.
Tinder, you got all these other things. So
Facts.
yeah, you might have your girl on what is it? Quick, press
Speed
the
dial.
Speed
button.
dial. Yeah, speed
Speed
dial.
dial. Yes, thank you. Sorry. Yeah,
You
you
may
might
even
have
have them there already. Be like, yo, we're gonna meet at so and so. Okay, you may have them there. You may have your friend drive you there.
I'm not
Your
making this
friend
stuff
could be at
up.
another table. Just listen, listen. Let me give you game, Miss Strategy. Let me give you game. You go there with your friend, and you meet the guy there. Your friend can be at the bar having a drink, and you can be at the table on a date. And your friend, I mean, the date doesn't have to know that your friend is there. You understand what I'm
This
saying?
table's away with
Free
glasses and
game.
newspaper, looking like Sherlock Holmes and shit. Yep.
With the nose and mustache and the glasses. Everything okay? I'm
Tell them
giving
I
you a
said my
free
name wrong.
game, man. Take
Oh,
notes,
oh,
God damn it.
Thumbs up or thumbs down.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give you free game once in a while, but not
it's
too
for real.
much.
It's for real out there, though. For real.
You
I don't
know, so
blame
you
you
got to
one
cover
bit.
yourself. So that makes sense,
Nah,
Roni. You're right.
please
Cover
make sure
yourself.
you protect yourselves. And
Yeah.
the fellas don't
Mm-hmm.
have to protect themselves when they go to strip club. Ladies, y'all got to protect yourselves everywhere. We got to protect ourselves. We're trying to take the stripper home because that's where we get robbed at. Nowhere else do we have a problem except for there. That's just some first date rules, straight up. You go to a strip club, you meet a stripper, say you meet at the hotel, you might not leave the hotel with what you got. You might be leaving butt naked. Think it's a game.
Mm,
Yeah, it
Think
could
it's
be
a
that
game.
Cardi B. You know, she drug and rob your ass. That's what she
Bro,
what
said.
you
Cardi
mentioning
B wasn't
her?
the
Don't
first.
say her
Boss was
name.
the first one I heard say that.
She
Boss was the
said that
first
she
one on
did
the
it.
CD that said
I
that
know she
mess.
did. Yeah,
Cardi B
she
is
did say
20
that.
years late. Boss said that back in the early 90s. That's what they do.
Oh,
They will
okay.
jack
Mm.
you.
Well, she gave her game
Bro,
for free on the
but
90s CD. I'm giving you
nobody's scared. G's,
2022 shit.
G's, I'm not even going front. It's not even so much being scared, it's being set up. Some people are desperate for a date, desperate for some sex. They'll do anything for it. You're going to get there, you're going to get butt naked, you're going to get romantic, have the candles going, the slow music going, and somebody going to knock in the damn door or pop out the damn closet or from under the bed. It's been happening.
Of
All
course.
y'all on these first date rules, I'm going to just give y'all real. A bunch of us up here on half, we said we ain't going to bullshit each other. Let me keep y'all 100. Have your backup on deck, male and female. It's not a game
Yep,
out there.
that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not a game. You're gonna
especially
mess
these
around and
days.
join one of the
It's
swingers
all
club. You're
about
gonna be the ones getting
safety.
swung.
Yes.
You will get
Exactly.
swung by the husband, the
We
wife,
talking
and their
safety.
neighbors.
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
talking
playing with
safety.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
safety's the next year. That's the next dimension in the conversation. So since we there, let's rock on safety. Since we already decided that
Because
how
Giovanna
the money
just
gonna go. Hmm.
Giovanna said, if you are scared, why would you go on that date? But it's not about being scared. It's just about being safety conscious and protecting yourself to make sure you don't get caught up in no fuck shit.
A lot
Man,
of
for
men
real.
think differently, Kimmy. To be honest, like we're men, and I'm not speaking for all men. I'm gonna say myself, for example, and I'm not even gonna speak for Jeeves. I'm gonna say as a man, sometimes, for example, you're not maybe if you spoke for say for example in my earlier days in my 20s when I was dating, you know, times were a little different. We weren't meeting people online and shit like that. You'd usually it would be dating someone from work or somebody that you have some kind of you understand what I'm saying? Maybe some kind
Already
of
connected.
background information for or somebody from the neighborhood because it wasn't a worldwide community back then. So say you lived in one community,
Hmm.
say you lived in Brooklyn or something like that. You know, you're pretty much exposed and say you worked in Brooklyn and you know the people in the neighborhood are usually the people that you see. And when we were younger, like you usually, if not for somebody that you dated in school or from, you know, you may have a little more familiarity with some of the people that you interacted with. Just saying, generally speaking. Of course, you've met, you know, strangers and things like that. But as men, you seem to feel a little more comfortable if you're going out to meet a woman for the first time. You don't think, well, she's gonna kick my ass, drug me, and rob me and shit. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So men really don't take that security. So I understand where he says, if you're scared, why would you go on that date? Like men, we have a certain mentality. We feel a little more machismo, like we're invulnerable. Ain't nobody doing shit to me. I'm gonna go meet the girl. We're gonna
Yeah,
have a good time. You know what I
until
mean?
we
But
outnumbered.
ladies,
Exactly.
you want to be safe. All right. See, Jeeves
Hmm.
agrees. Yes, ladies, you want to make sure you're safe. Fellas as well, but ladies, really make sure you
Ladies, please make sure y'all
safe out
safe.
there doing,
Don't y'all
you know,
trust
on the
none of these
dating.
jokers on the first date. I don't give a fuck who it is.
Hmm.
Rich or broke, don't trust none of them.
Facts. Yeah, because it's real grizzly out there. Times are
Man,
hard. It's you
stupid
know
out
it's a lot of crazy shit going on out there. You know, so just you know be careful with that. So safety is definitely an issue. Make sure everybody's keeping it safe. All that
there. Especially
good
these
stuff.
internet jokers. You can't trust nobody on the internet. For real. We up here a lot. You can see who we are and where we at and what we're doing. But these other
Hmm.
folks are just a picture and a video conversation. Nah, damn that.
Could be a
And I'm
catfish. You don't
sorry.
even know
I'm
who it
sorry
is.
if you out there like
Well,
that because, and I mean, you got to be careful. And see, Ron, I know we covered this before, so I'm not throwing shots at nobody. But a lot
yeah.
of what I'm seeing and I'm hearing, I'm glad the safe stories are being told because I've heard some not so safe stories. I know some not so safe stories.
Are they
Y'all,
going?
please. Hmm?
Are they meeting people online and just going out with them without meeting?
Nah, you got
It's
people who don't look like the picture. You got
like a
people who not from where
like
they from.
somebody in the chat said FaceTiming
The
or
catfish. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's it's
Damn, you
it's,
could
it's
catfish with a
grimy.
FaceTime?
Yes,
I don't know, because I'm not into that shit, but I'm just saying. I'm just curious how
yes.
that rock.
I
My
ain't seen the new
camera's on.
episodes.
I tell too much of myself, but I want y'all to know there's nothing fake about me, and I'm not trying nobody. I'm up here to ball out and act a fool. We worry about that other shit later. I'm gonna cut up with every damn body up here. Cause I'm not sitting here trying to make a date or gain a wife off this motherfucker and make some kids and shit. I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
I'm just
right.
here to act up.
Catfish.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers is up here trying to get married, uh, benefits, all
Hey,
that
let
mess.
them
Nah, I
niggas
ain't playing.
live. Chill, chill.
Yes,
Let them rock
right.
and
Nah, I'm
Because
roll.
calling
they
them out because
people
people are
meet
trying.
different people different ways. So like there's some people who ain't as
Yes,
confident as you
just
may
wish them
be.
good luck.
You are
Yeah, wish
you're
them
very
niggas good luck.
confident.
I
Yeah.
am. I don't trust a lot of the
He's
internet.
safety. He's safety
One of the best things,
protocol.
yeah, one of the best things I have up here is when we go face to face and we all spend so much conversation together. We have a ball up here. We ever do have a has meet up. Number one, we're talking about it because none of us are going to be alone. And I'm one of the craziest motherfuckers up here that you see.
Oh
So the
shit.
one that wants to
Call the
act up is
police.
the one that's an undercover Norman Bates or some shit. We're gonna have to take his ass out of the party. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. I'm here to act up. We're gonna be up in there.
Nah.
I'm getting in shape. We balling. We do what you like it and all that. Me and Kimmy Cal already talked about this. Y'all don't even know. There's a few of us. We setting up the bodyguard mode when we get together. Y'all don't
Oh.
even know it. Male and female.
Oh,
So if we ever do
Kimmy
have
Kelly.
this happen get together, there's certain folks that's gonna be there that's making sure shit don't go wrong. The rest of us is gonna act a damn fool, and 17 of us are gonna be ready for whoever want to be stupid. We're gonna let your ass get arrested, get
Uh,
stuck in that damn prison system down there. We're not bailing your
oh
stupid ass
shit.
out.
This cell ain't gonna be enough, man. We're not doing a
I'm just
meetup.
telling you.
It's I'm
It's
not
a
We're
fucking
doing a
with
first
that.
meetup.
date.
We're doing a meetup. God forbid if
No,
it's in
he's
New
talking
York.
about
That's
a
all I
house
gotta
meetup.
say.
We on a whole
Oh,
nother
okay.
fucking subject right now.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
get back.
sorry.
Let's reel
I'm
this
we're
shit
sorry.
gonna
back
bring
in.
off
I'm sorry.
topic, man.
I'm
I'm
sorry,
saying,
Smoke.
We're
give
gonna
it
reel
back.
this
I'm
shit
sorry,
back
Smoke.
in.
I'm
And
sorry, Smoke. My bad.
I
I
saw
got
good.
crunk, man.
We're
I
I
got
got
crunk. I
lost. I'm
want to
like,
see
wait a
us,
minute, where we
man.
at? She
You know
said
what
on
I'm
the
saying?
first date.
It's
I'm
good
like,
for some people.
that's a
There's
half
about
date.
35 of us that can make it to New York and no problem. There's another 15 that can make it Orlando with no problem. Everybody can see St. Louis and Memphis.
Yo,
I just want to make sure everybody can
oh
make it
shit.
because
On the first
we ain't even
date.
gonna be on the internet. We're gonna be on a satellite. They're gonna be watching our party. It's gonna be we're gonna make the news.
On the first date.
And
Oh
we are
hell no.
going
I'm
to
definitely
make the
not fucking
news.
with y'all then.
so it's the first haps date,
Look
like
at the
in
first
person,
date.
First
Oh
right?
hell
Habs
no.
meetup, yes.
Oh
We are
man, y'all
going to
niggas
make
is
the
Group
news
date, a
crazy.
because I'm
group
coming
date.
out in my Parliament Funkadelic outfit. I'm wearing a
Oh
damn
shit.
cup like Larry Blackman. I'm gonna have on
Oh,
the necklace like old boy.
Y'all
We
niggas
singing
is
some shit.
crazy.
I'm gonna have a harmonica, looking like Tracy Morgan on Martin. I'm not gonna care. We acting a fool, man. We
Oh
need
my
this thing post
god.
COVID. Nobody cares.
Shit, that
Get
may
in
be
shape
never.
now. Oh, what's happening?
right.
What's happening?
That shit might be never, man. I'm
I'm not
saying
getting
post. You said
arrested,
post
G's.
COVID. I said that may be never. But
I'm not
listen,
getting arrested. I promise you. I'm not getting arrested. I'm gonna be a fool. I'm going to bed early because y'all ain't getting me locked up.
we're gonna be like, good luck, everybody.
I'm going to bed early, but I'm cutting
Check
a
it out.
fool. I promise you.
So on the closing note though, we're gonna reel this shit back in, and
All right.
we're gonna reel it back in. So check it out. On the closing note, we're gonna because we've been on for about we it's 1.5. On the closing note, so what kind of conclusions have we come to here as far as on the should we agree with the let me ask the questions actually. Should we agree with the 64% of American population saying that about the 150 $150 range is the max limit that you should spend if you're courting someone to see if a relationship could come out of it.
I could say that on the first date. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
First date, I would
Okay.
agree with that. Yes.
So that's a thumbs up for Tony D. What do you say,
Both.
Kimmy? I
No,
mean, no. I mean, as far as the
no,
man spending on you, we're talking about just men courting a woman. That's what we're talking about. Like a man,
not
as far as if
on the
somebody's
first
taking
day
you.
spending $150.
That's maximum. That's maximum. They're
That's
talking about
maximum.
they
Okay,
didn't
yeah,
necessarily
don't.
say the first date. They were just pretty much saying as far as getting to know a person. So that may be over the course of 1 to 3 dates is what they were saying, to be exact. So like
So
with
not
I
to
give
go
just
you
over
getting to know
$150.
somebody.
the first
Maximum
two.
150 was 64%. Correct.
The first two
Yeah, I
dates I
guess
can
that's
agree to
all right.
150. The third date you're gonna pass that 150.
she's
Yeah.
she's she's really thinking about this. Like,
Yeah,
This is him
Yeah.
quoting. Yeah, this is him. Now remember, this is a man
that's
quoting.
good.
This is a male quoting female. Now this is somebody quoting you, not
Cause
you
okay,
spending the
cause
money on
cause
someone else.
cause the thing that I'm looking at,
Hmm.
and yeah, you could be spending the money on me. I'm sorry, but you're not a little better conservative about your money that you spending all this. Really?
Well,
I'm
listen,
sorry. You look.
he
I
may
don't got
be.
hole. I don't have hole
that's
written on my
another way of
forehead.
looking
So
at
my
it.
look. So my coochie is not for sale.
That's
Sorry.
another way of looking at it.
Okay,
And that's the
well,
way that I look at it. No,
okay.
150 bucks.
So
That's
don't
a bit
spend
much.
nothing. So be like, fuck that. If you like him, you like him. It's all. It is. Because remember, this isn't. This isn't. Listen, there are also a few things that got to go involved in this. This has nothing to do with coochie for sale or anything like that. We're
Right.
talking
This is
about
about it's just a date
for
period.
men the maximum amount that you will spend when you're first dating to get to know somebody. If you're trying to see if you're going to pursue a relationship. That's it. It could be $1. It could be free. You could be walking in the park. This is a maximum amount that they find reasonable. Okay. So I want you to be
No, but
clear
you said
about
not
this,
the
Kimmy.
you
We
said
But
need to be
on
Gucci's
the
not on
very
the
clear.
first
table,
date,
but
Huh?
Gucci is going to be on the table.
So who
On the
cares?
first date,
She's
it's supposed
saying
to
but
be.
she
wait,
ain't
but
selling the
it's
shit. What do you not get about
all right.
this?
But wait a minute. Are you saying
You
on
guys are
one
not.
date
Oh, this is a
or
fucking train
several
wreck
dates?
No,
now.
it isn't. No,
I'm
it isn't.
about to
Hold on.
fucking
Listen,
pull a
listen.
theme
Trust
music
me.
up on
Trust me.
y'all niggas.
Listen
No,
what
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying
hold
because
on. Hold
we need the
Y'all are
female
killing me.
aspect. I like what
I
you're saying.
just
The
want
female
everybody to
aspect
be
matters.
clear to what
Female
because
aspect matters. Yes.
it does
on. Are
matter
you
what you're
asking?
saying, but I just wanted y'all to be clear on the question I was asking because it sounded like you
Okay,
wasn't really clear on.
right. Because are you talking about $150 on the very first date, or is
No,
this several dates?
that's
She
what I
said
kept
first
saying.
three.
No, what I'm saying is this: the survey was okay. The survey is. It's not about the survey is of 100 men surveyed. The question is, how much money do you think you should spend in total if you're just meeting a young lady and you're in the process of trying to court her, whether it's through 1 to 3 dates? What do you think the maximum amount of money you should invest in this attempt to court a woman? Okay, that's the exact. Is that clear? I just want y'all
Yep,
to be.
that's
Yeah,
crystal
yeah,
clear.
yeah.
That shit is
That's what I
still
was
too
trying to
fucking
say.
high.
Okay, that's fine. Well, that's cool. And all right. So, Roni, what do you think?
Maximum, yes,
She's going. They don't
150.
even have a Ponderosa
150.
still sizzler. No damn way. You are
I'm not gonna
crazy.
lie. If I was a woman, I'd be like, I don't give a fuck how much he spends. To
Right.
be honest, like,
Right.
and I'm glad that
But
y'all are
you no
honest and all that good
you
stuff.
you told us not to factor in anything else. You told us
I got
to
you.
not look at anything else. You
Exactly.
asked us specifically. So
And
yes,
those were your
150.
answers, and I respect your answers. But I'm
But
giving you my answer. If I was
I
a
will
woman,
say
I'd be like, whatever.
most
Like,
women will not look at change. Like, look, okay, he spent all this money on me. They're
no,
not looking at
they don't
Really.
receipts.
care. No, they
We're
don't
not
Really.
care.
getting the receipt. We're if you're paying for it, we're not getting the receipt. So how can we know?
That's an interesting aspect because I've never heard that. I've
Well,
never
let
heard
me tell
women
you
say
how
they
you
don't care
can
how
know.
much you spend
If
on the
you're in
first date.
Applebee's eating a fucking 2 for 30, or if you're in, or if you're
So I
in
don't
the
know what
Windows
you paying for.
world, that's
I mean,
what you know.
I can
Oh
guess, but
Lord.
like,
All right, y'all being crazy with this shit now. Come on, stop trying to be a damn what you call it?
Deep analyst.
I
Yeah,
will
come
tell you,
on, we're doing
and
too
smoke,
much. You should
smoke.
know.
Let me get a
If
piece of
you
this.
having a 2 for 30, you know the bill is not gonna be $100. If you're in
But
Windows of
see,
the World or a 5-star
yeah,
restaurant, you
yeah,
know
those
he
are
don't gotta give you the goddamn bill if you know you ordered a fucking steak for $100. You know the
so
bill
it's
is
a
more than
question.
$100. The price is on the menu when you order food. Come
So
on,
price
is
is
y'all.
on
it
the
Stop
menu, but
so
fooling
is the
see,
question
around like y'all ain't been on
time
dates and
out.
shit.
So
Come on. God
is
damn
the
it.
question is the man paying up to 150 or is the question that is the man paying, period?
I need a piece of this honestly.
Do you understand the difference?
The question was over 3 dates. $150 is enough
I'm
over
gonna let
three
Tony
dates.
explain
You
this.
will probably go past $150 by the third date because the more comfortable the two of you are with each other, the more you probably willing to spend on each other.
I
To me, so I think 100 to 150 is good for the first two. By the third date, I either got it or I don't. So that's why I put an iffy on there. We're not necessarily looking at the money we spend. We're looking at the time we're enjoying with each other. We're going to want to go somewhere different. We're probably going to want to step it up with each other as well. We've been here already. We've been there already. Let's try something else. This may be a little too much, but I'll tell you what, I got you since you've been there for me. There's going to be a
And that's
compromise by that third. So to me, I think it'll go above that 150 as a greater than or equal to, more than a less than or equal to. You know what I'm saying?
so that's where that's where I'm trying to
Thank
what
you. Whew,
I think trying
that
to
took a lot.
I
clarify,
got
and
you.
that's because what I think is a blurred line. The question is rather is a two-part question, because the question it should be, should the man pay? Should the man,
The
if it's a man,
man,
sorry, let me go back. If it's a man and a woman going out on a date, should a man pay? That's part A.
Traditionally,
And
yes.
then part B of the question should be, if he pays, should he be paying more than 150?
By the third date, he probably could be. I'm not going to say he has to. The second date, you probably will. The third date, yeah, you might as well go ahead because you already know where you at. You know
look at
you
what
got a good
James says in
vibe.
the chat.
You know the two of you have a communication link, if you will. There's a good vibe between the two of you to where money won't be an issue if you have it. This is all about also if you
This
have
is
it or
true.
not. And
That
I'm
is
not
very
going to
true.
front on nobody who doesn't have $150 to blow on a dinner. Like I said, I can eat for
Hmm.
cheap. I don't have to be expensive every time you take me out somewhere, no matter how good you feel with me, because I'm not going to break you. As long as you good with spending time with me and we ain't starving, we're going to make shit happen. So the money aspect can be thrown out the window over time. But what we're looking at, there's a lot of people trying to see who's going to do what, how far you're going to go, and how much more you can impress me than the last motherfucker that tried me. And that goes for the males and the females. So we got a
Exactly.
money aspect over this because you got a style aspect, you got a class aspect, you got a performance aspect. There's a lot of things going into play. By the third day, your ass should be coming to the house in the fucking place. But if you don't want to because you're not safe, okay, cool. At least we know we're good in public. We're still being cautious about taking you home in private. I don't have a problem with that. And I'm the kind of dude, I will go to damn Applebee's, then I'll switch it up to damn Chili's, then I'll switch it up to Ruby Tuesdays, then I'll switch it up to, it's all good. I understand today's society. Some people are like, nah, I'm not going to be treated like this, I'm not going to be treated like that. A lot of you, and I will say this, you're being precautionary about yourself and you're not wrong, but you're also shutting yourself out from what's going on out there. For God's sake, everybody up here, please keep a lot of your shit public as much as possible before you make it private. The dumb shit does come out in private, but take your time making anything private at all, period, dot, end of story. Take your time bringing anybody to your domicile as much as
Yeah,
possible.
no cooking.
Take
We
your
kind of agree.
time. Yeah, you could cook all day. I
No,
respect the
no.
woman that cooks, but I'll never make a
Wait,
woman
who
cook.
said no cooking? Wait, no cooking?
We all agree,
Huh?
like you shouldn't bring some. We all kind of
No, don't bring him to the crib. Okay,
agree
copy.
not to on the first date.
Okay,
You
Hmm.
missed
copy,
that
copy, copy. Yeah, yeah, no
And for
doubt, no
real,
doubt.
yeah,
Straight to
y'all
the
just be,
telly. I'm
yeah.
joking.
The first date rules,
part.
the
No,
first date rules, you can show off if you want to.
it's
There are
not.
women
Oh,
I have felt in my life, I swear to God, I was gonna take them to Ruth Chris on the first date. And if you ever been to Ruth Chris, you know Ruth Chris ain't cheap. And if Ruth Chris is nothing to you, you're out of my league. I'm gonna go ahead and throw myself out there. I'm too old for this shit. Some of
That
y'all
yeah,
I
want
that
too
made
much
that.
and ain't getting nowhere
Well, that
with
was
it.
a
You know what
comment I
I'm saying?
made earlier.
Yeah, and you good. And I love what Frida said. Dutch. I respect the woman that goes Dutch because this is an
Yeah.
equal opportunity society where you all have as much money as we do. You
The,
can spend as much as we do. It's not about impressing each other. It's about the both of us enjoying our time together, putting our money together, and getting the
exactly.
most out of it as possible. I'm great with that. I
Right.
don't have to
Yes.
go to
And
Ruth Chris.
that's
I
where
can
I
go
was
to
saying
Ruby
the two
Tuesdays. I can go to Outback. I can
go
go to
Dutch
Longhorn.
first.
I can go to damn Chili's. I don't care. As long as they got a steak, you ain't got to get broke on me. Once I'm full, I'm
two for
going to take
30.
care of your ass. I turn into bodyguard mode. What you don't know is when a man gets full, he ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. Once we ain't hungry, we ain't got nothing to worry about. Your ass protected for the night.
So
But
and
if you
that's
don't feed
okay.
him,
So
you're gonna get your ass kicked.
and
Exactly.
If you
that's
don't feed this nigga first, is
H
what he's telling you.
That's why I asked the question,
Yes, ma'am.
because it does make a difference
Don't get into
whether,
beef before
like,
dinner with this nigga.
if you ask us ladies point blank, should the man pay more than $250 on the
I'm
first
sorry,
date?
T.
That's
Rhoda.
not
Say it
fair to
again, please. Say
push
it
us
again, cause
into that corner to answer that question,
yes, ma'am.
because we know
Oh
we will
shit.
be paying 150 or maybe $30 of it as well. We're gonna put in money, but so if you ask us a point blank question like that, oh, should they should the man pay 150 or should the other person pay up to
I was
150 on
just
the
No,
date?
nobody
To
I,
should.
answer that
Period. Dot. End of
question
story.
is unfair. Huh?
Nobody should. Period. That end of story. Nobody should. And I'll be real.
That's
Your area. I've been up there in your area. I went to a place for breakfast one time. The breakfast bar with mimosas wound up being $200 for 5 people. I thought that was the most craziest.
what happened. Oh Lord, what's going
Where you
on?
live at major metro, huh?
There you go.
I, okay. Yeah, there's some places up there that cost that much money, so that's a different aspect of it. But I'll tell anybody, you ain't got to spend $150 on no motherfucker body on the first date. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care how much money you make. You
Right, and I
do
was
not
like,
have to.
I was just feeling like it was unfair to push to ask that question to.
No, I was just asking what I said
I
according
see
to the
your freedom.
survey
I'm gonna
because
give
we
you a
all
little bit of
saw the
freedom.
same. We all saw the same video. I was just asking if y'all agreed or not. It was just a
Mhm.
simple A or B question. This shit turned into a.
It's a
It
great
just like I was
conversation.
like, damn. I just said if y'all agreed or not.
Nah,
Tony D was like, I agree.
you
I was
bring
like,
up
all right.
topics,
Next,
bro.
does
You bring
anybody
up
agree?
topics. You looking for a simple answer? Nah, we can elaborate the hell out of this shit with the demographics we have up
I
here.
was
I
just
love
like,
it.
damn. Do y'all agree
Yeah,
with the survey?
and I mean we answered it up front, and
It's
then we
all
just
good though.
divulged into it. Yeah, it's
She's fighting
absolutely
with it.
excellent.
It's all
It's
good.
absolutely
It's all
excellent.
good. That's
Freedom.
that
I will
crowd.
crash, but if I'm having a good day, I'm not going to crash. What I'm not going to do after that steak is drink some liquor. If I drink some liquor, then you're correct. If I drink that clear liquor, I'm gonna be up. If I drink that dark liquor, the night's over. I'm gonna take you home. I'm gonna rub your back. You're gonna fall asleep. We're gonna wake up with our toes up under each other, and we're gonna be good. But other than that, I'm gonna make sure you get home safe. Period. That end of story.
Tony D is but gonna get full and go to sleep.
Right.
Can't
She
protect
called
us
me
when you
nice. You
sleep.
know it. She can't protect you when I'm
Yeah.
sleeping. You know, I turn subconscious protective.
Oh, but
Right,
stop.
Brian. Right.
He's like the sleeping security guard and shit. Teddy
Oh,
says if you're dating, bring your
Walk around
WAM
money.
money, walk around money, just
facts.
in case things go
I like
south.
that. I
Is
like that.
Kimmy Kelly frozen? Oh no,
Kimmy, you still froze?
no, I saw her blink.
No, her background's
No,
moving.
no,
Let me
she's
get
here.
it.
Okay, no, I seen her eyes lash. I mean, her eyes
No,
back.
yeah,
I mean,
no, I'm
she's reading
here.
something or something. Okay,
They
it's
just
all
sent
good.
me they just sent me the thing that they do because my grandma's services is getting
Uh,
ready to be this Saturday. So
Oh,
they just
Oh,
sent
my
me
condolences, lady.
the
yeah,
thing on
condolences once
there.
again.
So yeah, I've been having a rough day today, so I'd be loving it to come up here on the half space, but I just saw this beautiful picture of my grandma. This just was like my granny now.
You know
my
what? And not to
condolences,
throw it off
brother.
topic, I took a nap today and
Condolences
I had a
from
dream about my
everybody
dad.
out here.
I had a dream about a
Yeah,
couple people that reminded me about my dad and he tore me up.
It's
I ain't
white.
gonna
it's
lie.
too bright. We can't, Kimmy.
Too
It's
It's
bright.
real
bright.
bright.
It's
It's
not
It's
showing.
just a white screen. Look like a
the light
flashlight.
is because the light and
So
the
it,
light is
You
like
gotta
double
bring
light.
it
Yeah.
in and hold it. You gotta hold it still for a second. You gotta let it white balance. Put it to the camera. Just hold it up there for a minute. Bring it a little bit closer.
Oh,
No, it's not
it looks
showing at
like a
all.
white.
That's
Yeah, it's
bright.
just bright.
Yeah, that's real bright. That's a good quality phone you got there.
That's an iPhone. I see it. That's an
She got the
My
iPhone.
screen
phone,
protector.
yeah.
She got the
So my
That's
ultimate
an
yeah,
screen
iPhone.
yeah,
protector.
yeah, no. Mm-mm. Yeah, that's my
Oh,
my Grammy Grams. So, yeah.
oh, rest in heaven.
Yes, exactly. She was a
yes,
wonderful
yes,
woman. And I mean a wonderful woman. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Take your time,
So,
lady. Take your time.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
What
I always
you
tell
missed Tony
everybody,
D ranting again?
yeah, I mean, we vent to each other up here, so I act up on purpose. I'm glad it helps because you have laughed a couple of times, but most condolences to the family for real. Most respect and everything because you are a definitely good example. You dropped a lot of good knowledge as a grown woman up here. I
Hmm.
appreciate you. So if she helped you with that, big ups to grandma for real.
Yes,
I'm
Facts,
yeah.
straight
absolutely.
up. I'm straight
Yeah.
up. Yeah, you be
Thank
you
you.
you
facts.
you be keeping me straight up here.
Yeah.
You and your one eye and your damn ankle, y'all be keeping me straight up here. I just want to let you know.
What you saying about me? What
I
you
talk
saying
about
about
your
me?
eye, woman. I
What?
talk about all
What?
that.
Big up to the one eye.
Big ups to the one eye bandit herself.
Oh. Y'all stupid.
Yeah.
Exactly. She told me the other day. She said she was glad she came up because we cut up so bad on that broadcast and we had a good time. She said she needed that, and I always tell
Yeah.
people we don't realize how much of a vent we are to each other. Smoke, I appreciate you doing these casts, man. And as much as we rant and we go off topic, a lot of the elaboration we have open people's minds. That
That's how we
we
rock,
giving
though.
people, yeah, we giving people some aspects to shit they don't know. And I think everybody up here needs to realize that about each other. Oh
Mm-hmm.
shit.
All good, Tony D.
Yo, who the hell hit
Didn't
what?
that-
Because I didn't touch nothing when that shit just happened.
Nah,
I
that
ain't
was
touch nothing.
it been bugging
I
out
ain't
on
touch
us. It
nothing because I'm on
it
my
been bugging
laptop,
out
so
on
I
us.
ain't touch
Yeah, my
nothing.
hands is up like this, like I'm playing Uno and shit. I'm not touching.
Nah, the feds is back. The feds is back on us. But to elaborate on what you were saying, Tony, we usually when we rock and roll, we always cover the basis out the gate, and then anything
Yes,
extra, we just work on elaborations. That's
that's
how we
exactly
rock
what
and
it is.
roll. You
Absolutely.
know, so we already set that as the trend. We
Yes.
covered everything, and then we just build on the
Yeah.
extras. You know
I
what
don't
Yeah,
I'm
be
don't get
getting
mad
saying?
at me.
listen.
I just bring
And
up
don't get
No,
different
mad.
you are fine
opinions
because
and
you
different
you give a
viewpoints.
female aspect.
Never
You
that.
give a and
We
you and
can't get
Kimmy
mad,
I
but
just
I ain't
Taylor.
gonna
I,
lie.
I
Y'all
like
was like,
to
"Damn
I like
it,
to hear the point of
this
views
is an
from
easy
everybody.
question. Answer the damn question.
And
It's your yes or no question. God damn it! Come
I like
on, are
to
y'all fucking
I like to
trolling
get y'all
me?"
riled up. Once I see I got y'all riled up. And it was horrible. It was so horrible. Me and my girlfriend went and
Before they wait, before you tell them, let what speed dating is. We want to let people know, just in case if
okay,
they
yes,
don't
go
know.
ahead.
Speed
I
dating
don't know.
is it's an event where you have X amount of men and X amount of women meet in a lounge or a casual setting. Okay, they'll have you'll get there a little early. You'll mingle with the folks a little bit. Okay, then when the event begins, they'll have a bunch of tables set up in a room. Okay, and you'll have one person sitting at each table, right? The women. Okay, or the men, depending on how your format is set up. Okay. And then the people come and you sit down, each person, one in front of the other. They pair up the people. You'll talk for about 3 minutes. Okay. You'll also have a pencil and a paper in front of you, and you're grading and marking down the people that you have some type of chemistry with. And after a few minutes, they'll ring a bell, bing, and you'll get up and move to the next seat. So everybody will get to talk to everybody in the room for a few minutes, and you'll get to shoot your shot. Okay, for those that
This
don't
guy
know what speed
bullshit.
dating
Go
is.
ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Roni. Tell us the story. Just
Okay,
wanted to let them
so
know.
yes,
Hmm.
my speed dating, I went to two, and both events, it was the females sat down and the men rotated. So it was 5 minutes for each, for each interaction. And yes, I had the paper, you marked down, but all the men had like numbers, right? So you can choose your number or you could just ask their name if you're interested. But yeah, woo, it's a bit of a nightmare because not because you don't get to talk to them or whatever, but it's just it seems like the weirdos come out at the
At night.
that's not fair to say, right?
Yes, it is.
Um,
Yes, it is.
it's nice because you get the different and all in one seating, and you can see them physically and you can talk to them verbally. The
Hmm.
the bad part is you literally have 5 minutes to figure out whether or not you want to continue talking to this person, and then like the person is telling you or giving you, I guess, their A game. I'm assuming is their
Yes,
A
yes,
game,
yes.
and
Hmm.
it's not. It's like I felt like sometimes some of the guys were psychopaths, like they were at speed dating and they were a psychopath because just talking to them, it would be, they would just be so weird. They would just be so weird.
So
It
how
was a
many of
night.
the other girls picked them since you didn't pick any of them? I'm sure somebody had to pick somebody.
So in my first one,
Hmm.
nobody made interactions. In my second one,
Damn.
two people made interactions,
Jesus.
and me and my girlfriend, we end up staying at the bar. We met this other guy, and the guy was Caucasian. So
Happy
when we did
hour.
the rotation,
Hmm.
yeah, correct. It turned after the whole event, it turned into a happy hour. So we all
No, I
kind of,
mean happy hour as in two girls, one guy.
oh,
That's what I
anyway.
mean.
So we started talking
Uh huh.
and making jokes, and it was like he during the 5 minute spin, he didn't seem interested in me, but then when we sat, he was interested in me, and then we ended up talking. But then he started making little comments and innuendos, and it was just weird. So
That's
people
what you get
look
for
out.
looking good. That's what you get for looking good. That was your fault.
People look out. But
You know what? I'm done
no,
talking, baby.
I'm
So
pretty
what's up with you?
sure
You know what I'm saying? What size you wear? You
there
know
was
what I'm
at
saying?
least
You know,
3 psychopaths. I mean like killer
What
stalkers,
kind of psycho? Let's get this
documentary,
documentary
true
material. Jesus Christ.
ID channel psychopaths. I
Are we
met 3
talking
of them.
white, black, orange? What kind of ethnicity are we talking about here? Because I want to know what makes it so easy to identify these people. What were they saying and doing? What were their behaviors like, real quick,
how you
before I
The
get
doing,
into my
man?
speed
behaviors
My
date?
name's
were
Tone. I'm from Queens.
Tony, shut up, goddamn it. My name is Tony. I'm
okay.
from Queens, and I'm a psycho. What else you need me to be, baby? I'll take care of you. I'll be psycho if you want. I'll be babyface if you want.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you
One person. Okay,
want.
so like a
Uh huh.
psychotic behavior. I'm not saying it's a psychotic behavior, but if Kimmy Callie, you can verify this. If a guy brings a briefcase to your date, thank you.
After
This guy
work.
had no, it wasn't after. I
Leave
mean, it could
that
have been
shit in
after
the
work,
car.
but why bring it into your
Oh.
speed date? Okay, right? Question.
Okay. All right. Let me answer that.
Okay,
Because it's funny because when I went to my first speed date, let me jump into my speed date, okay?
go ahead. Tell me your speed. I want
My
to hear
speed
this.
date experience was incredible, okay? Not for me. I didn't really
Aw.
match up with anyone. No, I didn't match up with anyone, but I went with my boy and he made 3 matches actually. But I still had a great it was I won't say incredible. I had a fun time with it. It was fun. Um I didn't even know what I was going to. My boy, he works in Madison Square Garden. Well, he used to at this time. This was years. This was over. This may have been like early 2000. This was a while back, way back, maybe mid 2000s, early whatever. But I didn't even know what I was going to. And when you said who brings the briefcase, he had his fucking briefcase with him. He takes the train to work to the city in an office building in Madison Square Garden. So that's who brings briefcases to speed dates with them. People that get off work and go to speed dating. Because it's usually in the evening after work. I'm just saying.
That
No
also
shade on y'all, but I'm just saying that's who brings briefcases. The people that are just getting off work. Because it takes place in the evening. Okay.
it looks
So he
scary.
did bring his briefcase.
So
That's when I was like, wait a minute. My boy had
Maybe
his
he should have
briefcase with
stopped
him.
off at home and dropped it off, then come to the
it looks
speed
it looks
dating.
scary to me.
Oh
The
boy.
briefcase.
Oh
Okay, there are
Lord.
people.
He
Read
got a big old
I'm
bush
gonna
and
Jesus.
say it
knife
from
up
the
in
read
that
up a
mug. He
second.
gonna chop your butt up.
You ain't going nowhere. Speed date, you're not actually dating. Kimmy, you're not actually dating. You're just talking to people for 5 minutes. It's not a date. Don't get it fucked up. It's not a real date. You're not actually going somewhere.
Look at the
I
briefcase.
get
I
the
know, I
gist.
know, I know. Wait, you think he got his Jason tools? He got the hatchet in the
He's gonna
briefcase or some
open it
shit?
up, and
Yeah.
he's gonna
Come
be
on, man. Come
It
on.
looks scary. It looks.
Jesus
If I
Christ.
he had a briefcase.
My boy
Yeah.
had his briefcase with him. I'm like, yo. He
Or
said,
maybe did it just look a little too Poindexter-ish? Like he's the nerd or something?
I
Who
don't know,
your
Roni. What do you think?
girlfriend? Is
No,
she?
my
Are
friend
you
is
talking
not.
about?
He had matches.
I'm
He
talking about
scored in
Johnny
that motherfucker. I'm
briefcase.
talking about you, Roni. My
Oh,
boy with
my
the
Yeah, you
briefcase,
briefcase.
he
got
My
a
scored.
briefcase
briefcase.
guy. Okay, so my briefcase guy was
My briefcase guy. Hmm.
he.
right.
That's
he
your
He
boy.
was
Y'all hooked up and shit. Uh huh. The
he
love
was
connection.
briefcase guy.
he was talking about himself a lot,
Yeah, that's a
and
turn off. That's
he
a
didn't
turn off.
really
No, he was
ask.
selling himself.
Yes, and he talked about um how he liked a particular type of woman to do particular sex things
Mm.
and all that
He
stuff.
wasn't
So
bullshitting. He was shooting his shot. You know what they call that? They call that mode one. Mode
we call
one.
that rapey for the women. Rapey.
Okay. They call that mode one because a lot of men, and I'm giving y'all a straight game right now. This some of this stuff is gonna sound crazy, and Kimmy looking at me like, nigga, you crazy. But listen, check it out. It's called mode one. All right. And what happens is this: a lot of men that are dating, younger men that are dating, are not interested in playing games with women anymore. So
Exactly.
what they do is they come right out the gate, and instead of like being more traditional, because we come from a more traditional approach. because we're Gen Xers. So we didn't just come straight out and be like, "Hey, baby, you like it?" We wasn't on that crazy loose gigolo shit, right? We come from a more, you know, different style, right? But nowadays, right, the younger guys in their 20s, and most younger men and most men, they're not interested in playing the cat and mouse and doing all that. So what they do is right out the gate, what they'll do is they'll make innuendos and they'll do things like that on purpose just to see who they can eliminate. So if you're offended by that, they're like, great. I'm glad I didn't waste my time trying to pursue that because she's not into that. You understand? So it's pretty much making a process of elimination thing, but you're putting it out there right away. You understand what I'm saying? So if it's a room full of 5 women and he says, "Well, I like XYZ," out of nowhere, and 3 of the women are offended, they're like, "Who, you're a nut," and they walk out. He's like, "Good, I would have wasted my time fucking with them." The 2 that stayed are interested. So that's how that works. I'm giving you a little philosophy on how that what
Yeah.
that technique he used. I'm not saying it's correct, proper, respectful by any means necessary. Am I saying that? But I'm just letting you know
Mhm.
what that strategy that
Yes.
he took towards that conversation was. That's all.
What does he?
And to me,
Hmm.
say that up front.
Information.
However, when we as women come out the gate, oh, she too aggressive. Oh, she sounded rapey. Oh, she sounded like she could just go. Oh, she crazy. She
Oh,
thirsty.
hell
She this,
no.
she that. What? I don't have time to play around. Shit, my ass is too old to keep playing these damn cat and mouse damn games. Either we
Hmm.
gonna get it in or we not gonna get it in.
That's it.
Exactly.
It's that simple.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you say something or do something that
Yes.
makes the little kitty cat go, meow, then okay, we can get something popping. But that whole shit.
I mean, hey,
And guys, don't be surprised when we do the same. Don't be like, oh,
I'm
she's not
fine
a
with that.
lady because she came like that. Don't
No, we
don't
don't
do that.
care.
Hello.
No, the easier the better. Men usually
Yeah.
travel the path of least resistance. I'm just giving you information, okay? We're not
Yeah.
gonna climb over barbed wire fence and do all that when we can just walk in an open door, okay? Just letting you know. Makes sense.
Big up.
Path of least resistance
Mm.
usually works, okay?
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Mm.
Well, I'm glad I got eliminated by the briefcase guy because he
Yeah,
was.
the briefcase guy. He was just trying to eliminate. He's just like, listen, this is what I do. I'm not playing no
Did he have
games.
a
I'm straight up.
briefcase or a laptop bag?
Who, my boy? I don't know
Yes.
what's inside of that damn. I don't know. This one of this looked like a little briefcase shit. Whatever. Who cares? He was getting
I
off
think I
work.
could go with a laptop bag, but a briefcase
Oh
is
Lord.
creepy. If I
Christ.
you
So if he
what
had
did
the
you
laptop bag
Right.
on,
T
Just got off of
Roni.
work.
T
this is
Got off of
Roni.
work.
crazy.
Yeah.
If he
Honey,
had the laptop
relax.
bag,
Relax.
would he
I
have
understand
scored?
what you saying.
Okay,
But
say
relax.
Sounds nuts.
say I'm high fiving you, girl.
If he had the laptop bag, listen, if he had the laptop
Relax.
bag, would you have taken his number that night instead of the briefcase? Ooh, the laptop bag is much more cool than the briefcase.
I would
Yes,
at
I
least
love
put
the
down
sexual
notes. It was a
innuendos.
speed dating and speed dating, so I would at least put down notes. I could have
Oh,
put
okay.
down notes and paid attention, but he bought a briefcase. Anyway, no.
He got a
The
job. How
alley
about
is a
that?
lead.
He's got a
It's
career.
ladies.
He has a
Yeah, career,
career.
not a job. He's got a
Right.
career. Good Lord.
That's a man about his business.
Yeah.
Yeah, hacking.
He make more money than Pookie and Ray Ray probably. So I'm just saying,
Hacking.
Fact.
you gotta make them. Sometimes you gotta choose a better man. He may not be
No,
exciting
no. Not all nerds are safe. Not all nerds are safe, and
This
not
is true.
and not all
all
thugs are
thugs
either.
are.
What
Mm.
she said. What she said.
Nobody's safe. You can't. I'm just saying no. But if I walk through, if I'm
Yes.
walking in a city that I've never been to before, and I'm walking down the street and I'm headed to the store, and I see 5 men with briefcases in suits standing on the corner, and then I see 5 guys with their pants hanging off their butts, and they look kind of greasy, unshaved, not well. I would, I
You
hate to
bought
say
you
it.
suit?
I'd hate to say it. No, I would. But listen. Can I finish, or can you just?
I'm
Well,
asking.
tell me what I'm gonna say. Tell me what I'm gonna say. Damn it! How
I
do I
was
feel?
asking. That was a question.
Chill. Let me finish. Let me get this off real quick. I'm just
Okay.
saying, looks. Sometimes you have to. If you have a look, it makes certain people feel more comfortable. That's all I'm saying. So, for example, if I see a group of businessmen standing outside in a group, I wouldn't think any way about it. If I see a group of people that were dressed as in that street rapper gangbanger look, I would,
Mm,
be like, let me watch my back for these motherfuckers.
looking like
So
a
that's
Barcelona
just human
Gazelle.
nature. I hate to say it. So I mean, on the speed date, but it's different because women like bad boys. They like the thugs. They're exciting. But it's all
Well,
good.
that's an
Not all
assumption.
women. No, not all women, but like, the younger generation, that's the thing. But tracksuit is classy. Only if it's like Big Daddy Kane's on the versus battle. That was like a dress tracksuit, Brian.
So the
I gotta
tracksuit.
respect the
I'm
chat.
sorry.
Looks can
Can
be
I just?
deceiving. You're right. Go ahead,
I
Roni.
I kid. So if I see, and this is again, I guess like kind of similar to your situation. If I see a guy in a tracksuit and he has like an old car, that's a pedophile guy. That's the stereotype.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Jesus
So
Christ.
basically, T. Ronnie, what you trying to see is that if
Jesus
a female
Christ.
do
Everybody that owns a tracksuit, get a new car, damn it, because somebody
right,
just
but
labeled
if
you. This is
look,
If he
wait,
has
nuts.
like
but
those the
I'm
van
out
with
of here,
the
man. I'm
windows,
done. You said an old car. You didn't say a
square
van. Come
windows.
on, man. We Jeez.
If he
you
has
going all
like
the way down through
The
there.
Cutlass
minivan, you mean?
No,
Sierra,
wait. So basically, what you saying, T. Ronnie, is that they gonna be looking like Trustus Jones from CB4?
Look, Brian said the Levi tracksuit with the Kango hat.
no,
If you can't trust me, you
that's
can't trust us.
Yo, I'm done.
he
Try not
has
to be.
like
I'm
a big
sorry.
gold
I'm
chain
sorry.
on his
I'm
neck,
sorry.
like a rope chain.
And his damn
Oh
purple ass
shit.
damn tracksuit.
Oh my god.
You just
Look, now
if you
what?
see
Yo.
those two sets at the store, the
Oh
briefcases,
shit.
as women, we're not
Oh
going to the
Lord.
store. We
Oh,
just not going to the store. Suit
I hear you.
This
thugs
convo
and
is savage.
suits. We're not
The
going
one
to the
pant
store.
leg rolled up. Word to mama. I
Oh
took you to
Work
god.
I'm
This
Savannah,
like, yes,
Electrocuta, Barracuda. I'm here to bring the drama.
one pant leg
one
rolled
pant
up.
leg rolled up.
LL started that.
That's
LL
so
started
true.
that. Y'all know it.
The businessman looking guy can be that Ted Bundy. That's what Dr. G said. And the thug
That's
looking
Yeah.
guy can
right.
be a provider and a
You right.
protector. Can't judge a book by its cover. Yeah,
You
but
right.
unfortunately, uh the universe is
We
how it
do.
is.
We do.
Unfortunately, the universe is how it is. I'm just saying. That's my personal thing. But you're right. You can't judge a book by its cover. But I have good judgment a lot of times.
Right.
And what I can say is you don't really trust anyone. But I can just use that as an example of how I
Funny
move.
as hell.
And men
Y'all
and
are
women move
hilarious.
differently as well, depending on your, what I'm saying? So men and women have to move differently. But I'm
Yes,
just
we
saying
do.
personally me, that's how I would maneuver. I would think, you know, different ways. That's all. It's all good. You know, I'm
Most definitely.
environmentally aware.
Most definitely.
But yeah, so
Trust
in
us.
closing, everybody, we're gonna cause we've been on for a hot New York minute, man. This has been yeah, two piece. Two piece. This has been a two piece, but
Mhm.
this has been
I lost
You
audio.
lovely.
guys
What
hear
happened?
me?
I lost
I'm here.
audio. What
I hear you,
happened? Yeah, I
Roni.
hear
Roni,
y'all.
you here? I hear
Yeah,
you.
Smoke, you
Okay,
had cut
we
off for a
lost you
second. Go
for a
ahead, finish what
second.
you were saying. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they keep cutting me off. The feds is on this shit, man. They
Bro,
like the smoke show is back. We on these dudes. We ain't
we're
having
gonna let the
this.
feds watch.
I do like Brother Shannon said. Fuck them. We're gonna let them get punished. I'm gonna let them hear me and make them suffer. You know what I'm saying? So, in closing, man, we're gonna work the circuit. In closing, man, get some closing comments, all that good stuff. This has been crazy. Um, Definitely great conversation. It's yeah,
Thank you for
it's
the
back in
topic.
the mix. We back in the mix, man. You know what I'm saying? We work our way around. Go for it. Anybody first?
Ladies
Rock
first.
and roll.
Ladies first.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Aw. I will
You know what I'm
say
saying? Go for it, Roni.
my opinion overall for this
Mm-hmm.
new generation. Okay, I'm not talking about the old generation. Talking about the new generation.
New
In the
Jack
new generation,
City.
if
Mm-hmm.
you can pay your own way, and second rule would be if whoever invited out should pay, but they should also be the first. They should also be able to choose where the location. So
Mm,
Oh,
you
okay.
should be able to choose a location,
mm.
and you have to pay if you are invited out. That's the second rule. That's how. That's the rule of thumb, in my opinion. Um, Anybody else?
If
Kimmy
you
Callis.
ain't got no money, take your
Oh
broke
yeah.
ass home.
Yes.
If
Yes.
Straight
you ain't
up.
got no money, take your broke ass.
Right, straight up and
Yes.
flat out. Look,
Yes.
don't be
Stay
afraid
home.
to have your own money.
Stay
Don't be
home.
afraid to drive your own car. Don't be
Yes.
afraid to be like, ooh, this just ain't quite working out. And don't be sitting
Yes.
up there being afraid to go to the bathroom in the middle of a doggone date. Just go to the bathroom. Take a potty
Ah!
break. That's all you
Don't
got
you
to
be
do.
peeing at my table, god damn it.
Right. Look, and dudes, y'all need to calm down because just because we come off aggressive, like saying, look, this is what I need, this is what I want. Can you handle that? Don't be looking at us like, damn, she just raw, she just rough, she just she aggressive. Rah! It ain't that deep.
Yes.
It ain't
Yes.
that
Yes, it
deep.
is. Yes,
I
it
put
is.
my arms in the air like a
Yes.
stick up and be like, undress me, girl. Shit. I'm just saying.
They make it look more unladylike when we
Fuck.
get that way, right,
There's a
Kimmy
lot of
Kelly?
definitives. A lot of
Say
They
people
that
make a
again.
definitive. Go ahead.
they treat us like we're unladylike when we get that way,
Well, that's
and
that's an
that's
unappreciative
not fair.
motherfucker that you doing that for. Then,
Yeah.
goddamn it, because I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, what are you kidding me? You're not a lady
Yeah.
because you undressed me and gave me some.
Exactly. Yes.
That means you
Right.
dealing with the wrong kind of dude, shorty.
Right. Exactly.
Tony D, would you
So
be ungrateful for that kind of behavior? Come on, man.
Depends on how she
Wait a
looks.
minute. I don't want to be a
Ladies.
He
sexist
said it
pig.
depends. No,
Okay,
Depends on how she
Tony.
looks. I don't
I
want
got
some of the
you.
wrong women undressing me because I ain't gonna
Well, I'm
do it.
not going to be in private, in that situation if it's not somebody that I'm not
No,
attracted
she
to.
look
But I'm
like I
just
want her to
saying.
look. She can
right.
undress me all she wants. I'm doing the same goddamn thing. I swear for God. I'm just
I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
Tony D's ass would be sitting up there licking his lips like LL.
Yeah. she like, you want some Jackson or
Oh shit.
something? Ooh, she
The
bought
lip
her friend.
balm,
All he did
cherry
all night lick
flavored,
his lip.
old school with the cherry flavor.
He just licked his lip all night.
Ted Hicks says the 10 Haps commandments for dating.
Oh, that's a
But
good
honestly,
one.
as far as the first date, who should pay?
Sadie says great broadcast. I'm listening in mostly.
The
Thank you,
original
Sadie, for
rule was
joining
a
us.
man paying. But ladies today have the same opportunity with money that men do. It should be open to both sides. Dutch is the most neutral ground. No disrespect to either side, at least for me. Y'all want to go Dutch, go Dutch. I think it's good these days that people willing to show that they're willing to put their money together instead of just waiting to see who's going to spend their money first. I'm big with that. All right, go ahead. You don't have to spend as much. Don't spend no more than what you can afford. I don't give a damn who she is. I've known women. Yeah, go ahead. There's a
You
lot
don't
of
feel like it's
people.
obligation.
Yeah, it's not obligation because tradition says you got to do the most. But to me, not everybody has it. And then people with families, even though you six figures, you still got to watch your money. So don't
Hmm.
get broke on nobody. I
Yeah.
tell people quick, I'm not an expensive dude. When I'm expensive, I spend it on myself. I'll take you out when I got it. And I used to do it at $7, $8, $9 an hour. I'll take women everywhere. Outback, Longhorn, get the biggest steak on the menu. Tell them don't worry about the price when I have it. When you don't have it, you can't say nothing. So the biggest thing, don't live beyond your means. We need to emphasize that a lot to everybody up in here. Do not live beyond your means. Make sure home is taken care of before you worry about anybody else. Big up to Sadie because I always see you up here making sure the boys are straight no matter what. Big ups to all the parents up in here going through that because most of us are parents having these conversations. Don't
Fact.
get broke on no damn body trying to have somebody in your life. That's ridiculous. Fellas and women. For real. For real. I mean, I'm just saying. So, you get out there and y'all want to have a date, be careful who you dating. Now you ain't got to give it up in the first night. Hell yeah, we want it, but no, you ain't got to. I'm going to just go ahead and let you know. Some of y'all are out there just like us looking for it on the first night. Okay, cool. But then when the stupid shit happens, whose fault is it? That's the catch 22 of it, for real. Internet
Hmm.
dating, I don't trust it. I don't
Yes, it
suggest
is.
it, but it's working more than historically where it was an issue. Now it's working better for a lot of people because more people are being cautious. So be cool with it. It's all good. Either way, don't live beyond your means. Be careful who you go around. Don't get broke on nobody. Make sure home is straight before you worry about anybody else. For real.
Bang. Take that. Take that. Take that.
Mhm.
I'll be like this real quick. Let me just jump in real quick. I'll be like, shoot, if I'm taking you out, shoot your shot, girl. Go for it. And touch it, squeeze it, maybe. I'm joking. Anyway, shoot your shot. Go for it.
I finish the dinner like this. Tell me how you want it. Do you want a missionary with your crayons on the headboard? Do you want
She just moves all the dishes off from the table. Like, I just
That's
want you
right.
right now.
Shabam.
Jason Lewis style, girl. Come here.
Hey, stop. Hey, stop.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Before I wrap
Oh,
this
Nah, I'm
down,
chilling, man.
holy shit.
Call it, bro. You call it.
I'm gonna run through this chat real quick. I'm gonna say what's up to everybody that joined us. This has been a great time. This has been a good one. Oh Lord, have mercy. I hope there was been some great educational information. Oh, Spider Man,
Hey
Batman.
Another
Jasons,
one.
what's
Hey,
up,
They said, hi,
Batman.
everybody?
Batman.
I
Hi,
am
Spider-Man.
Batman.
what up?
You want another one? You want another one? You want to be Spider-Man for Halloween? Spider-Man's going to be next Halloween, right? You got to get your outfit. You're going to be
No Chinese
Spider-Man.
buffet. No.
No, oh shit. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let
Yeah.
me get back in the chat. Hold
When I finish, okay? When I
Tacos is
finish.
a good first date.
on.
Tacos.
Yeah,
Chinese
taco's not
buffet.
bad.
That's
Let me
not
shout
bad.
out everybody in the joint. We had OG Classic Jones. We had Sadie in the house. Girl named Toby. Ted Hicks. We had Brian in the building. We had Dr.
Yeah.
G in the house. E Money 24. Get well soon, my brother.
Word.
Let's see.
Word.
Brian, I
Yeah.
mentioned already. Yeah, we was on today, man. We had Heaven in the house earlier. Let's
James,
see. For
Garland.
those that jump back over, yes, I got cut off on the first half. Technical difficulties. Thanks for everybody that jumped back over to enjoy the second half.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to personally thank the three of you guys, Kimmy Kylie Powers,
Appreciate you, man.
T. Roney Robinson, Tony D in the
Appreciate you.
house. We held it down. This was lovely right here. Let me see. Let me get to the last of the chats real quick.
Jeeves is in the house.
Jeeves was in the house. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting
Emmanuel,
anybody.
what's happening?
Giving all those. Emmanuel, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Oh, he new to the gang, gang, gang. You know what
Yeah,
I
he
mean?
is.
Emmanuel was good. You know what I mean?
Everybody follow Emmanuel. Everybody follow Sadie. Everybody follow G's. Everybody's already good with Brian and Ted. T. Roney got to get in the mix too. We got to get her broadcasting somewhere. That's why don't nobody know who she is. OG Classic for real, for real. That dude funny as a motherfucker. Frida was in the
Yo,
house.
he
Big up for
crazy.
bringing up Dutch on more than one aspect in this conversation. To Frida,
Facts.
Frida,
Dutch.
booking Frida for a dinner. Taking Tampa. I'm taking her out just for her bringing that up on purpose. We're going to eat. I don't give a
I'm
damn
taking
what
it
it
out
is.
just because she's paying half.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
Right. She got 2 dinner dates we ever make it to Tampa. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to all y'all, man. Appreciate you for real. E Money, yeah, get better for real, man.
Get well soon, E
Anybody
Money.
out there sick, y'all handle y'all business for real. We up in here. You can always get on the internet instead of being out amongst people. We do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Kevin
Ronnie,
Vasquez.
T. Ronnie, when's your show?
Yeah, it said Ted Hicks says, when is the T Roney show strictly for women?
Mm. She got a lot of women waiting on her too.
No, I think Rochelle and Kimmy Kelly do real great on their show.
That's
They
a
do
Well,
cop
you
out.
may have
women.
to
Cop out.
pull
That's
up.
a cop out.
Join, you know,
That's
you
a
got
cop
space
out.
You
for
gonna have
four
to
up
pull
there.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
Yeah,
got
I
got
Cop
to
do.
out.
pull
I
up.
do.
Cop out.
Y'all
She
show me
copped
it
out.
on point.
She
I'll be
copped
listening to
out.
y'all.
You
Yeah,
copped
no,
out on Haps. Don't do that.
pull up.
yeah,
You got you can pull up.
You saw that,
11
right?
a.m.
Yeah.
11 a.m. on
yep.
Mondays. Are y'all on? Speaking of that, speaking of that, let's do
I
some
don't know if
plugs.
I don't know if we're on tomorrow or not.
Hmm.
So I haven't talked to Rochelle because I know she's been working like hella and she, had been out
Yeah, yeah.
traveling and
It's
whatnot.
been
So
crazy.
I have no idea. I hope we can go back to Mondays at 11, but because everybody my schedule's been jacked up, hers been jacked up, we don't know when it's gonna happen. But yeah, we trying to get back there. So
Okay. Well,
Turn your
subscribe. Make sure
notifications
you have
on.
guys, everybody subscribed. Kimmy
Turn
Kylie
your notifications on.
Powers,
Turn your
Rochelle
notifications
Smith.
on. That's all it is.
Keep your
yep.
notifications on, like Tony D
Facts.
says. So it may
Yes.
not be tomorrow, but the usual time,
We
even if they
normally
come on at a
Mondays at
different
11.
time.
Yep.
Yes, there you
Yep.
go. And
Big
Sunday
up to
Night
Toby.
Smoke, we
Toby's up on the
usually
hip hop.
7
That's what everybody knows.
Sundays.
Subscribe to Toby.
Tony D is anytime, any place.
Anytime, any place, anywhere, like Janet Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Anytime,
You know what I'm
any
saying?
place,
Girl
God
named
don't
Lord
Toby
help
still
take
in the
us
us.
building.
Lord help
back.
us.
So on
Na,
closing, happy New Year's,
na,
everybody, for
na,
coming out this joint.
na.
Um, Dr. G says y'all need to frequent the platform more. Yes, we do. So
Yes.
Sadie's as well. Listen, everybody, take care. Happy New Year's once again. This was a nice conversation, a nice little chat to start the year off right.
Yes.
Everybody, 2022, man, we're gonna do this, man. We're gonna stay at it. We're gonna keep it popping. I wish the best for everybody. You know,
Everybody.
peace, prosperity. blessings, all of that good stuff, man. We're gonna work this, man. We're gonna keep this community tight, and we're gonna keep it rocking, man. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So, on that note, we're going to roll up out of here. Next Sunday, we shall be back each and every Sunday, 7 p.m. Not playing no games. Sunday night smoke. The smoke is back. The present is back. We in the house, so don't get it twisted. You know what I'm
Got a,
saying?
I
And
got
on
a
that
couple of
note,
phone calls to make, but I'll be up next.
Tony, that's
Oh,
good too, cause
yes. Okay. Well, listen.
yeah, I'm gonna make my circuits. You know, I got a cutoff point and whatnot. So I'm gonna make my circuits. So Tony D, stay tuned for those that are out there.
Yeah,
Stay tuned for Tony D. He's about to pull up next on the Tony D network. So we're gonna shift gears to over there for those of us that's still popping, cause I will be. So I'll be making my way over there as well.
I got a
And
couple of
on
calls, but y'all
closing,
sticking around. Yeah, for real.
yes, in closing, where there's fire, there will be smoke, baby. So let me get a quick promo in real quick.
Oh hell.
Hey, Sunday night smoke, my brother. Good day, my brother. Good day and good day and good day.
There it is. Let's
Yay!
go.
2022, new promo. Yay!
I'm gonna have to make my own promo now.
Gotta have promos, homie.
Gotta make a promo for every good hero.
Adios. Catch y'all on the Tony D network coming up immediately after this. This is it. What? This is it. What? Smoke is filling up the sky. Let's get lit. What? I'm gonna bring y'all down slowly, but we're gonna let this bump for a hot minute because I like this one. Go. Jeeves, peace out. Emmanuel, peace out. Like I say, next stop, Tony D show, y'all. We popping. Sunday night. The night is still young. Don't get it. Stop. Alright. I'm gonna bring y'all down one by one. See Roni, thank you for joining me. You know where our next stop is. Tony D, my G. Let's get lit. What? Tony D is up next. It's a hit. What? My man. Peace, my dude. See you in a minute. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us. Happy New Year.